All right. Hello, everyone. Shalom, everybody. I hope my voice is being heard by you. Uh, Please invite your friends. We are live on air in 3 locations. I like to be in 4 locations, but because I am Allah and I am limited, I can be only in the bedroom and living room and the bathroom in the same time. That is Allah. He cannot be everywhere. Is Allah in the bathroom? No, He cannot. I can be in the bathroom. Allah cannot. So anyway, today our topic is very simple. Who is Allah? And you will see, no, not a single Muslim he knows. They keep asking you to believe in Allah, to convert to Allah, to believe, whatever. But the second you ask them a very simple question, who is Allah? They are in trouble. Before we start today, we did the testing fart, the fart testing. Say testing fart. Is the sound is good? Do you hear any farting? No? Okay. Because the Prophet of Allah, he says, when somebody say Allahu Akbar, shaitan, he fart. So I just said Allahu Akbar, maybe you did not hear it, but I did not hear any farting from shaitan. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is all knowledgeable and he makes sense when he talk. I mean, shaitan fart, Allah is talking. Makes sense. That's a lot of sense. There's a connection between the anus of shaitan and Allah talking. So anyway, you say the name of Allah, shaitan fart. You guys, you heard nothing? That means our microphone is doing great. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, shaitan, for helping us with your test of farting. Now, going to our topic. If there is any Muslim would like to join us, please feel free. Oh, anyone heard something? Nobody? Okay, shaitan, he just farted because this guy was playing the adhan in the back of the video. Look at him. I mean, he is so knowledgeable. This guy is all about knowledge. He's teaching Muslims how to do da'wah. Vision and purpose. Look at that. Look at the sign behind him. Vision and purpose, and he's wearing glasses. You know, I mean, I don't know what to say. Hey, what is your vision?
Plan, whatever. So they have an idea now. The creator is ever living. We are asking their conscience.
The creator now is ever living. Now we have an idea. Really? Do you have a proof that the creator you are worshipping, aka Allah, is ever living or ever exist? Like, guys, brother, sister, now we have an idea. The creator is ever living. That's it. He solved it. They never saw him. They never heard him. There is no proof of him. There's nothing. They have a guy. His name is Allah. Was worshipped by the pagan thousands of years before Muhammad. He's the ever living. He's the ever living. Hold on. First of all, I can prove to you that Allah is ever living. And Zakir Naik, I can prove to you that you are altogether ever stupid. You want to challenge me? Hello? You want to challenge me? First of all, I'm not here to debate you. Okay, so what are you here for? First of all, you said, what Shaitan he fought. Okay, this is the topic now? Exactly. Because you mentioned the hadith. The hadith said when you go to adhan, shaitan he fought. Okay, the adhan is Allahu Akbar. Don't you? The adhan says Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Exactly. But you misunderstanding and you mistranslating. Abdul, I want to go to the topic. The guy is waiting for me. He said he just now discovered that Allah is ever living. So who's a Muslim want to join us and tell us what is the proof that Allah is exist or ever exist? Before you tell me about ever living, shouldn't first we prove that Allah is exist? Any Abdul? Anyone? Thank you for those who pray for me. Well, guys, what do you mean you pray for me? You pray for me to die soon, don't you? I know what is that. I know what behind the prayer. God, just take him. This guy is making me fat from laughing too much. Laughing too much make me gain weight. He is the problem. We need to get rid of him. Do we have any Abdul? Groovy? You are a Muslim, Groovy? Okay, let's see.
Christian friends.
Oh boy.
We're going to talk about Islam, Quran, Prophet Muhammad subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I will give you 5 BMW if you answer 5 questions. Are you busy? Sorry, I couldn't help it.
You are good, man. You are so good. you are
No,
you
I'm
are
not.
you are
Only God is good.
you are
Only
beating
God
me.
is.
You are beating me. No, I'm saying you are good in toning the voices. You did beat me in that. I thought I do better. Christian Prince, you do it better than me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say again.
Young friends, we're going to talk about Islam, Quran.
Oh boy.
Christianity is very shallow.
Salo. Sorry. You are wrong. He said very shallow. I got you. I got you.
You got me busted, CP.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, brother.
All right, let's start the morning off right in Jesus' name.
I mean to that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Later, CP.
See ya. We have talents here. We need to use those. You should make videos, man. You should make a channel and make voices of those guys. So let everybody laugh. You can use my words. I mean, no problem. You know, no copyright. Oh boy. Do we have any Abdul who want to tell us how you Muslim knows that Allah is exist? Any Muhammadan? Don't forget to see the debate yesterday, by the way. The Muslim, they destroyed Allah. And one of them, he's a Shia, he decided to leave Islam out of anger of the Muslim Sunni. Any Muhammadan would like to tell us what is the proof of Allah? I mean, this guy, he says, now we agree that Allah is ever living. But he don't even know who is Allah. He never saw Allah. How you know that Allah is ever living? By an idea? By somebody wrote in the paper? I can build a city on papers. I can delete the universe in papers. So who is your God, Muslims?
I'm talking about your scripture or my scripture. I'm talking about religion. I'm asking about your conscience. What do you think? Do you think God is ever living or not ever living? They will tell you ever living.
Your God is not ever living. And he never lived. Prove me wrong. Any Muslim? Or any pagan black stone kisser would like to join us? You see, in talk, their gods exist. But every proof, everything say to us clearly that Allah never exists. Like yesterday, the guy from, he's a Kurdish guy, when we showed him how stupid the Quran, how the baby is created, the first thing he said to me, this is stupid. So Allah is ever living, but he is a stupid living? Ever stupid living. Each time I show him something stupid in the Quran, he says no comment. So this God who the Muslims, they adopt is the God of the Sabian, is the God of the pagan before Islam. The Arab themselves, they worship Allah. You see, the Muslim, they keep saying to the Arab, we're pagan, but what they don't say to you, they worship Allah. Their God is Allah. Yet they say to you, they are pagans. Any Muhammadan would like to join us? Anyone? We continue with this Abdul.
The creation is not ever living.
The Christian, their God is not ever living? Really? Why? How come? Oh, Jesus died in the cross. Abdul, you stupid? Isn't it the Christian believe in the Trinity, you donkey? Secondly, isn't you Muslims even believe that even a normal person when he die, 3 angels and they ask him a question? That means even a normal person is ever living. The guy is dead in the grave and you Muslims asking him questions and he answer. The Bible says that the Messiah was alive by the Spirit, which means the Messiah is always alive. That's what the Bible says. So when the Muhammadan, they give you a false answer, you have to be ready and to refute them and show them that they are making false statement. In fact, they don't even know their book, yet they claim that they know ours. Any Muhammadan? Christianity is love. Let's be careful with those words. Christianity is love. I mean, God, He don't love the wicked. Christianity is not about loving wickedness. Don't misuse the word love. Christians, sadly, many of them, they abuse the word to the point that it loses meaning. God said, peace for those who love peace and no peace for the wicked man. The Bible says to us not even to allow a wicked people to enter our house, not even to greet them. So love is not about loving wickedness, is not about loving evil, is not about loving Satan or loving wrong. We don't love those things, and we will never love them. So if you ask me, do you love Muhammad? I say, hell no. This guy is the devil. What about Allah? It's just a fake satanic God. What about the teaching of Islam? Is disgusting. What about Muslims? Well, if they are going to do wickedness, I cannot say I love them, but if they want to be a normal human being without practicing wickedness, I would love to share with them the Bible and bring them to Christ. This is how you love people, by bringing them to Christ, not by giving kisses and hugs. I will rebuke them. I will debate them. I will destroy their false belief so we can save them. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Mayday, mayday. This guy is teaching you dawah, but he himself do not know what he's talking about, and we invite any ustaz. By the way, if you know any ustaz, not a normal person, and he is speaking English and he is live on air from those countries, we can go and do an invasion. You can give me the name in Discord and we can check them out. Matthew 10:34, don't think that I have came to bring peace. Well, this verse is not about really war, really. It's about the war will be on you, not the opposite. So Jesus is not saying he came to make war. No, he said, read the rest. So people will hate you in my name. People will kill you. People will think by killing you, they are doing favor to God. So the war Jesus talking about is a war that's going to be against us. It's not us waging war against other people. So again, we need to be careful about what people and how people they use the words of Christ trying to prove false point. Any Muhammadan? So the guy he mentioned that their God is ever living, but he do not know even their God. He cannot prove the existence of their God. What else?
First one. The second one. Second questions. Does God have beginning and ending, or no beginning, no ending?
If you do not know even who is your God, how you can know if he have beginning or ending? Just to show you something, how laughable Islam is. What the Muslim they say to us, they say Muhammad is the last prophet. Is that correct? All right. And they say that the Quran is the last message of Allah. Correct? Which means there's no other messenger will come after Muhammad. But look what the Quran says. Say, if the ocean were ink, for the word of my Lord, the ocean would run out before the words of my Lord run out. Do you see it? Okay. How Muhammad is the last messenger? And the Quran can be printed in ½ ounce of ink. Even less if you have a laser printer. And yet the Quran says that Allah words never ending, never finished. Magashar, go ahead.
Mohammed Kassar.
Makassar, okay. Are you a Muslim?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
What this verse mean?
This verse means that if you keep on writing about Allah, that what His good things were, so there will be no ink or such things available on the entire universe
Did you guys
to
hear
keep or
what
write
he
about.
did you hear what he said? If you keep writing about Allah, is that what the verse saying? The verse says the
Yes.
words of Allah, not you writing about Allah. If the ocean were ink for the words of my Lord, not your words, not your words, the words of my Lord. You Muslims are blind. You cannot even read your Quran. It says the word of my Lord, and you say if you keep writing about Allah, this is about you writing.
Yes. There are different translations of Quran.
What
So
translation
if
of the
you
Quran? Hold on. Don't you read it in Arabic? Read it in Arabic. Are you saying to me you have a translation saying that you are writing words about Allah? This is a translation saying for you?
so if the Quran can be revealed on Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in 23 years,
What?
all right. The Quran was revealed on Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in 23 years.
Okay, is there is more
Okay.
Quran? If there is more
So,
Quran, or the Quran is
Quran
finished?
Quran is writing about itself and saying there are limitless words in the Quran. So
In
why
the
would it
in
state
the Quran,
a
there's
wrong thing
limitless
about
words.
it? You are taking the words of God as the words of Quran. So there are limited words of Quran. So there should be unlimited words, which is not a fact. So Quran is not right and Muhammad was wrong. You are trying to
Be
prove that,
honest
which is
with
wrong
me.
thing.
Be honest with me. Isn't it the answer you are giving me written by Kamala Harris? Anyone
No,
understand, guys, what he said?
I have not.
Anyone understand what he's saying? Listen, if the Quran is written in front of us, we have limited words. Even the Muslim, they says we memorize it word by word. That's it. This is the Quran. And the Quran says in front of us that if the ocean, do you know how big the ocean is? It's big, man. It's
I
like
can.
it's like 5 liters. So if the Quran, if the ocean was ink, the ink of the ocean will be finished before we finish writing the word of Allah, or the word of Allah run out. And then you keep saying to me, Quran. What Quran? Quran can be printed by ½ ounce of ink. This is if the ocean is ink.
Question please. What's your right name? What's your real name? So I can.
What?
Your what's your real name? Or I must just say you Christian Prince.
Muhammad, Muhammad.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Your name is Muhammad?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The praised one.
So let me ask you a thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm a person and I may have said maybe a billion words in my own lifetime. So if I say you can't
You believe
write,
what? You believe what?
if I'm a person and I might have said a billion words in my own lifetime,
I don't understand. Can you speak slower? I am a person who believe in what?
let me tell you again. I'm a person, a man, a simple person
Okay.
who might have said a billion words in my own lifetime.
The
Okay.
last part I don't understand. If somebody can type for me, maybe I don't. His accent is hard for me. Whose speech a billion words? Okay, okay. He said that. All right,
In my own lifetime.
all right.
So a person whomever have been a Quran been revealed on Muhammad himself, there have been only 23 years in which the Quran was revealed upon him through angels. ठीक? And he has uh, sent it out to others. So in 23 years, there should be less word in a man's own life, which he may have spoken. So Quran is not telling us about itself that the words of my Lord, that's all are the words of my Lord, which have been spoken by him in its own lifetime, which has a lifespan of unlimited.
Are you done?
Yes.
All right. First of all, the Quran is so clear that there is two objects in the Quran here in the verse. There is the ink which is more than the ocean, not a lake. And there's the words of Allah. The ocean will run out before the words of Allah are run. So Allah speaking to who? Let us say Allah keep talking. Allah talking to who? Go ahead.
Mhm.
What?
Let me get my own version of this surah.
You wanna get what?
This verse from my own translation. Let me get it.
What? And there is a kid in the chat. He keeps saying, when a Christian prince wanna debate Fifi, Abdul, give me Skype of Fifi. I will call him right now, or call her. Who is the one running away? You Muslims are a bunch of potatoes. Give me Skype of Fifi. I will call Fifi. I called his boss, Mimi Hijab. He hang up on me. 7 times. You bunch of potatoes. Anyway, so Mixar, you will bring your translation, you said? I don't know. He will play dead now. I don't know. He went to get something from the kitchen. I always, when I get weak, I go to the kitchen, I eat something, I get energy. Any Abdul? As you see, I'm the one who's chasing the one who claimed that they have knowledge. They are the one who don't dare let me call them, and they will not dare to call me. And all of them, they say, we will debate you only face to face. Potatoes. What this guy named? Daniel? How many times I offer this potato to debate me? He will never dare for a second. What happened, Mixar? My friend, what happened? Are you there?
इसमें से कुछ क्वेश्चन करना कि वो आप कर लो.
You are talking to yourself? This is what happened when Muslims talk to me. They ain't talking to themselves.
Third or fourth.
Hello? Okay, this guy is looking for the answer. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? He can't find the answer. I can tell he is digging. I hear him. How I'm going to kick you out if I am calling you potato? I mean, the Abdul saying he will kick him out. He can go live in his broadcast. I call him. Can I kick him out from his broadcast? You stupid potato. I called Mohammed Hijab. Did I kick him out from? He hung up on me 7 times in less than 5 minutes. He did not even let me say anything. They play victim. They lose their virginity when they speak to me. Every one of you is a girl, even though you don't have a vagina. What happened to you, Mixar? What happened to this guy? Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Mayday, mayday. Anyone? The first Muslim have a flat tire right away, and not even 60 seconds. Anyone? He's still in the stage, but he is looking for an answer. He said he want to look for something. Anyone? And you know, as long as this Christian prince is easy to refute and you have a 100 something lies about him, just call him, get him busted. Easy. Easy teasy. Any Abdul? Do we have any Abdul? So, you know, they say to you, like all those videos, this guy is making business. All of them, they are businessmen making money from those stupid people, you know. And he's sitting there, he claimed that he have knowledge and etc. But if you have knowledge, by the way, I mean, people who have knowledge, they will not be afraid of taking calls from anyone, anytime.
Actually, I read,
What?
I have gone to read the tafsir of it, the
You will
explanation
read the tafsir, so the Quran is not
that what the Muslims
so the Quran
about
is
it.
not clear.
So,
So the Quran is not
so it
clear.
says by the words of God.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Tell us.
We are people who translate
I didn't hear you. Your voice is cutting. Are you using the
the
net of the
Quran
universe?
into other languages like English and my own language is Urdu. All right. If a person who have translated into other language and the Quran was revealed on a person and he has explained the thing to the people, what it means, then what would we take about it? What was explained about it? The words of Allah, because it says the words of Allah means there are qualities of Him. So if we start on writing about the qualities of Allah, there will be no ink or the sufficient water of the oceans or the ink about that quantity to write about the qualities of Allah.
That's it?
Yes, right.
All right. I will give you a better explanation of what you just I will give you a better explanation of what you just said. Hold on. Let me help you. All right? I will help you. Commercial break. Hold
All
on.
right.
Yeah, I will help you. What is this, man?
You should use Brave browser. That would be beneficial.
Yeah, give me a second.
Brave browser is better.
I will help you with the interpretation of the verse.
Very important, as you have heard from so many incredible leaders, for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present, and to be able to contextualize it, to understand where we exist in the history and in the moment as it relates not only to the past but the future.
Oh, that's so deep. Is that where you got your interpretation from?
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the...
You know, we need to know, by the way. I mean, seriously. We need the passage of time, because if we don't know, I mean, we are in trouble.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
Let us make this about Allah. So when Allah is talking, and He never stopped talking, when Allah start talking, Mr. Mixar, according to the interpretation you gave me, when Allah He start
I
talking,
didn't say he is always be. I am not saying that he is always talking.
so
I explained
it
about
doesn't
myself
say He's
that a
always.
person who
It
needs
doesn't say He's
understanding
always talking. It
of
doesn't
age.
say. It doesn't say He's always talking.
I didn't say that.
It doesn't say. So it says He
No, I
stopped.
didn't say he's
So are
always
you
talking.
saying He stopped talking?
I meant if a person has a life of 70 to 100 years of age,
I
and
don't
he
care,
may
my
have
friend.
said
It
a
doesn't matter
billion
if you
word or
live.
2 billion words.
If you live, are you saying to me your God He talk a lot, but He's saying nothing? Where is the word of Allah? As long He is talking, okay. What the point of talking of Allah? Allah is talking. Talk a lot. Allah living for a long time according to you. So He talk a lot. Okay, where is the word of Allah? What the purpose of the word of Allah if
So
nobody?
let
So
me ask
what?
you,
What Allah? He's talking to Himself.
Listen, let me ask you a constructive question.
Listen,
So that might be helpful for
you
you.
Muslims, you say that Allah have 125 or 24,000 prophet, which mean 124,000 books. But all of those can be printed by 1 kilo or 2 kilos of printer, laser printer, or print, or ink.
Okay.
So we do not need an ocean of an ink. So Allah is talking, or He finished talking, I don't care. If we have the ocean, all of it, in ink, the ocean will be out of ink before the word of Allah run out. And here you notice with me, it says the word of Allah run out. That means the word of Allah will run out. Did you notice?
Yes, I have noticed it.
Okay, that's mean Allah must be dead, because why His word is run out? Now what happened?
In Islam, Muhammad is our last messenger, right?
Uh-huh.
So there will be no word which will be directed to human beings in our faith after that. All right.
What does it have to
So
do with
have the Allah or Lord.
focus with me. In Islam, before death, after death. I'm talking about Allah. If Allah, I'm not talking about Muhammad. If the word of Allah will run out, is that because Allah battery run out? What do you mean the word of Allah
I'm
run out?
asking.
Why the word of Allah? Why the word of Allah run out?
If you let me complete it.
But don't talk about Muhammad is dead. I'm talking about
Muhammad
Allah.
had died. If the Muhammad had died, does that mean the Allah has left speaking?
Well, you need to explain to me why Allah word will run out. What happened?
If a person has an unlimited life, infinite, and infinite cannot be enclosed into anything
So
mathematically.
Allah have a limit. Are you saying Allah have a limited
Allah has
ability of
infinite
making words?
Allah has infinite life. So if you start writing His words, there will be no sufficient ink or water on this planet Earth, which is limited itself.
Yeah, that means Allah talk a lot, like an old lady, you know, in her 110 years old. She keep talking,
God
saying
does
nothing.
not say
Because
anywhere.
where is the okay?
God
If
is saying
Allah is
anything.
talking, Allah is talking. Look how much talk He is. That means we can write trillions and billions, billions and billions and billions of books. So why Allah is so cheap? He sent us only the Quran. And the Quran is empty. The flying ant, the ant she spoke to Sulaiman. What is this? So Allah is talking, and the ocean is not enough to print His words. Do you know how big the ocean is? I mean, can you imagine a swimming pool?
If the
A
mistake
swimming
of
pool,
the Quran
a
itself
swimming
has said
pool
anywhere,
can
Quran is the all
print hundreds of thousands
has
of books.
been
So now I'm asking you, and the verse here says, before the word of Allah run out, which means the word of Allah will run out. Do you see it? The word of Allah is limited, will run out. So it doesn't matter how big it is, the ocean is still at the end of the day, Muhammad, even though he's exaggerating with his lies, he made a big poo-poo because he just confirmed that the words of Allah will run out.
okay.
What okay?
So we have two questions here. That if the all if the words that have all the words that Almighty have said are in the Quran, that's not a case. Quran does not say anywhere that that's all are the words of Allah and there are no other words after that or
It
before
says
that.
in the front of you. It says in
Even
the front
Islam
of.
says that they were the
No, it says
books that were
before. It says before the words of my Lord run out. That means the word of your Lord will run out, regardless if it is there is a ocean ink or not. Rule number one: are you a Muslim?
yes, Alhamdulillah.
All right. Can you help your
Mhm.
friend as long you are a Muslim?
No, I'm a Christian, so I just wanted some help to understand, the Trinity.
You are a Christian. Okay, tell me what do you think about Muhammad?
I think he's a false prophet because he shows no miracle to, claim himself as a prophet.
Okay, so how you are a Christian but you don't understand the Trinity?
Because when I see a lot of Muslims argue about like Jesus speaking to God, so That's where the confusion
Well,
is.
the Trinity is mean three, right? So Jesus speak to the Father. What's the problem?
Correct. Then why is God speaking to God? That's what I'm
The
having some
Trinity
confusion
is
to
not about
understand.
God speaking God, about the Son speaking to the Father. So he say, my Father, Father. So what the problem?
Yeah. So why do you have two different entities, like Jesus
We
as a
have one
son and
God. We have one God. To make it simple, first of all, you say you are a Christian, and you claim to be a Christian, and you say to me how God speak to God. But the Trinity doesn't say that God speak to God. The Trinity says that God the Father and God the Son and the Holy Spirit is one. So a true Christian, he believe in one God. We don't believe in three gods. Do you believe in three gods?
no, I don't. I do
So
have
why
a
you,
better
why you keep
explanation
saying to me,
to.
so God the Father speak to God the Son? This is a Christianity. It's not God speaking to God because they are different God. It is one God. To make it simple, you yourself, do you speak to yourself sometime in your head?
No, I do understand how the
No, no,
Trinity
no. Do
works,
you
but
do you speak
the
to yourself?
problem is,
Do you speak to yourself?
I do.
Why you do
I
that?
do.
Why you
I
do?
think
Why you
what
do that? Aren't you one person?
no, it's me trying to understand myself, kind of thing.
All right. We will finish with the Muslims and we can come back to you. But the Trinity is very simple. First of all, God is almighty, which means what is impossible for you to do is not impossible for God. If we want to ask God how he can do things, we should ask him how he can make the ocean, how he can make the galaxies, how he can make the stars. If you're applying your stupid logic, then you have to apply logic to everything. Are you applying your own logic? So the second we say logic, it's mean you have to be consistent. And then logic is only what logic for us as a human. As an example, it's not logical for Mary to have a son without having a husband. So if we apply logic, then neither the Christian, neither the Muslims, they have a point. Because logic says that Mary, she cannot have a son without a man. It's not logical to believe in such a thing. So the Muslims are hypocrite. When they want, they go logical. When they want, they say we don't go logical. It's a miracle. Well, in Christianity, God is a miracle. So God the Father and God the Son, they speak to each other. And their speak is an act of a prayer. Why? Because it is holy speech. The word prayer is about elevating the word. Like the God of Islam, he prayed on Muhammad. But Allah, he prayed to who? Do he have a father? No. So it doesn't make sense. So the Messiah speak to the Father. Well, the Father and the Messiah are exist. And we believe that the Son of God speaking to the Father. So Allah speak to who? Allah, he pray to who? So the Muslim, when they give you such a question, you should know better. Nobody can explain God. Because if I explain God, I can explain how he can make everything. How he can say, let be light, and light was. Can I explain it to you? So don't be silly. How come? Well, how come Jesus, he is alive until now in Islam? You tell me. How come Jesus is the only one who is born, but he have no father? You tell me. How come Jesus can create from the mud the bird, and no man ever was able to do that in Islam? You tell me. How come Jesus can make the blind see? He can tell you what you had in your houses. How he can heal the leper? Who is Jesus then? In the Quran, Jesus is the creator. In the Quran, Jesus is the resurrector. He resurrects people from death. I mean, what is left for Jesus to be God? Nothing. Creator, resurrector. He knew the unseen according to the Quran. And the Quran says Allah gave him permission. Okay, hold on. God the Father gave Jesus permission. What does that mean? What does that mean? He gave him permission. What does that mean? I'm trying to say that Allah is now replacing the word the Christian they use. What does that mean? Because giving permission make no sense. It's about giving ability. What permission? So Jesus and the Quran have the ability. Allah gave him permission. Permission is not ability. That means Jesus, he have the ability to resurrect, to heal, to create from the mother bird. Allah did not give me permission to insult him, but I do insult him. So the permission word in the Quran is silly and stupid. For Jesus did what he did, and he is absolutely the opposite of Allah. So the devil, he tried to hijack all the power of Jesus, says, I am the one who gave him permission. So when somebody asks you about the Trinity, don't be a fool. Says, my God can be 3 and 1. Can your God be 3 and 1? He will say no. Well, the second you say no, that means your God, he cannot. Your God, the God of Muslim, he cannot even have a son without having a girlfriend. And the one who questions his ability is himself. The Quran says how Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend. We lost the Muslim because of you, potato. What happened to the Abdul? He ran away. This is the God of Islam, saying, how can I have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? So what the God of Islam saying? He is in disability. He is not capable of having a son without having a woman. And look at the first translation. It says companion. Why? Allah is a gay? What do you mean companion? How can I have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? Allah said. So Allah, the God of Islam, cannot be the God of Mary, because the God of Mary was able to make Mary have a son without having a boyfriend or a husband. That is the God of the Christians. The God of Islam, he need a companion, as the other translation saying, for he is a gay. Husama, go ahead.
You miss me as I miss rocking your shoes, CP?
Why Allah cannot have a son? Go ahead.
I answered it, but I'm going to answer it again.
Why Allah cannot have a son?
Okay, but you're going to let me answer, though. You don't cut me off till
Go
I
ahead.
give a full answer.
Don't waste my time. I lose my patience with you because you're a kid. Go ahead, answer.
Okay. I told you Allah defined what a son is.
Allah is what?
Allah defined it. You know what a definition? To say this means that. To define something, like a water, define water, a man.
I'm asking you, why Allah cannot have a son?
I'm answering.
Don't
You
give me
cutting me. I said
define of the
Allah
son. I'm asking
defined a
you
son.
why he can. What the verse? Read the verse. What is the reason Allah he gave us in the verse?
I said.
Don't
Allah
tell me I
defined
said, he said. Give me the reason in the verse. You see,
I am giving you
that's why
the
I
answer.
have no patience for you. You're just a kid. Allah in the
No,
Quran.
you just about to
Did
run.
Allah
You
in the
just want to
Quran-
run.
Did Allah in the Quran give a reason? What is the reason in the Quran why he cannot have a
Yes.
son?
Yes.
Read the reason.
Okay. The reason he said, you can only call a son someone that came out of your loins. And for someone to come out of your loins, you had to have a woman.
Get out of here. Lions, you idiot. So Allah he have no balls. So you want to tell me Allah don't have balls? So he made a false statement saying the reason is the wife, but I forgot to tell you I don't have loins. What loins? In Islam you believe that the backbone, not the loins. Your God Allah don't believe in loins. So it says in front of you, because I can have a son if you don't have a wife. Did he say the word loins? Are you adding new words in the Quran now? So it turned to be that Allah, he lost his loins. That's why he cannot have a son. Go. SYB, go ahead.
Yeah, so Allah don't have a son because he don't have a wife. How can he have a son?
How come Mary can have a son but she don't have a husband?
Because this is the power of Allah that he.
Okay, so the power of Allah cannot make Allah. Look at this. The power of Allah can make Mary have a son without a husband, but the power of Allah cannot make Allah have a son without a wife.
So you are biological son of a father?
What biological?
No.
Listen. First of all, Christian don't believe that God have a son, mean he have sex with Mary. This is not what happened. Even in your Quran, it says Mary, she was a virgin. Here, Allah is stating clearly, and you agree with me. Allah, he cannot have a son because he don't have a wife. So what is missing? The wife is missing. But in the case of Mary, the God of Mary, she cannot. In case of Mary, she's a woman like everybody. So she need a husband in order to have a son. And then you said to me, it is the power of Allah. But if it is the power of Allah, then the same power can make Allah have a son without having a wife.
No, but look.
But look.
This is no. Mary is different. Mary is different from Allah.
I know.
Allah
Mary is
God.
different because her God is different God. So Mary, God, he was able to make Mary have a son.
Mary is a human being. God is Allah.
You see, I know that Mary, we are not claiming that Mary is the one who did that. We are saying that God, the true God, he made Mary have a son. We are not saying that Mary is God. We are saying the God of Mary, the true God of Mary, was able to make Mary have a son without a man. Your God, he cannot. And the answer in front of you, why Allah is saying he need a wife? You tell me. If we gave Allah a wife, what he would do? He would have sex with her?
So as Jesus is the son, literal son of Mary.
No problem. This is not the question. This is not the, no, this is not the question.
No.
Mr. No. Listen, don't say too many no. Too many no will kill you. Trust me. The Allah cannot have a son. Why? Because he need a woman. Why Allah saying he need a woman?
So because if someone is someone's son, a child, so he have both mother and father. But in case of Mary,
I'm asking you about Allah, man. You keep talking about Mary. Allah, why he cannot have a son unless he need a wife? Why he need to have a wife? Why you keep switching to Mary? We understand that God, he gave Mary the ability to have a son. This is the power of God, the true God. If your God is the one who did that to Mary, then he should be able to do it himself. But as you see, your God cannot do it. Your God is just a man. Your God is a man. Okay, do your God have a testicles or penis?
no.
Prove it.
No.
Prove it. What? Because if you don't have penis, he should not say how I can have a son without a wife. He should say how I can have a son if you don't have a penis. You don't have a penis first. Okay, we gave him a wife now. What he will do with her? Use his finger? You don't have a penis. You just said you don't have a penis. So why he's saying how I can have a son if you don't have a wife? So the wife is not the problem. The problem is he don't have a penis. Don't die. Answer. Are you calling your friends?
No. Listen, wait a
Take
minute.
my advice. Don't use too many no's. They will kill you. Now listen.
Okay.
Why Allah is saying I don't have a wife, so I cannot have a son when he don't have a penis anyway? Why you don't say, well, you know what? I'm not a man, so I don't have a penis. Therefore, even if you give me a wife, I cannot do anything with her.
I'm asking you a Christian narrative. You are literal son of God or not? You are not the son of God. Listen, Jesus is son of God, yeah? Jesus is son of
He
God.
switched the topic. He's trying to escape. Abdul,
No,
focus with me.
not love,
I want you to focus with me on Allah testicle. You said to me, Allah don't have penis. You said that. Did you say that or I'm lying? Did you say that Allah don't have testicles and you don't have penis?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, and I said to you, how you know that? You did not answer me.
Because of this ayah.
So this ayah saying that Allah don't have testicles.
This ayah says that Allah doesn't have a wife. Yeah?
No, but you said to me, listen, this is not what you said. This is not what you said to me. You said to me, Allah don't have testicles.
Yeah, so this is the answer.
Okay, so
What?
Allah don't have testicles. This is the correct answer. He should not say, well, you know what, how I can have a son if you don't have a wife? Because if you have a wife and you don't have testicles, he cannot do it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can Allah have a son if you don't have testicles?
No, 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 no. No one is like Allah. How can he marry someone?
I don't care about who is like Allah or not. Do Allah have testicles or not? You said no.
No, bro. I have answered your question about 50 times.
Listen, if there is someone he have big, huge testicles, let us say you Muslim, you say Allah is Akbar, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Allah is Akbar. That means his testicle must be so big. And then Allah, he says, how he can have what? According to science, the testicles of Allah are so huge. He's Akbar. And then we find that Allah never have testicles. He don't even have one. Why you are laughing?
What are you even saying, bro?
What?
What are you even saying?
I am saying, why you are saying to me your God don't have a testicle when the Quran, the verse says what is missing is a wife. So he have testicles.
Allahu Akbar means Allah is the greatest. No, nothing is like him.
So he's not big.
If nothing's like him, how can he have these things?
He have what?
Brother, if you say Allah is nothing like anything, then you're saying Allah is meaningless. So don't say that.
Abadi now he is fixing he's correcting. Abadi is a Muslim, he is correcting the other stupid Muslim. Suppose he's smarter. Okay, Abadi, thank you. So Abadi, you want to join? Do Allah have testicles or not?
He doesn't say he has testicles, but he does have a hand and he does have other.
So is it possible that Allah have is it possible that Allah have a big testicles?
He doesn't say that he has testicles, so.
No? Is it possible?
If Allah will, then he can have whatever he wants. So.
SYB, you see this guy, he have different opinion from yours. Allah,
He's Salafi, he's a Wahhabi.
He's a Wahhabi. What are you?
Me? I'm a Wahhabi.
What are you, SYB?
Wahhabi?
What are you? Are you Wahhabi or not? What are you?
No, I'm not Wahhabi.
So what are you?
I'm not like him, Salafi, yeah?
I know. So what are you?
I'm Shia.
Oh, you are Shia. Do Shia imams have testicles or only their God have testicles? Have no, I mean, what?
No,
Okay, so listen carefully. So now, your Allah, do he have testicles? You say no. So why Allah mention in the Quran how I can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? Why he mentioned girlfriend if you don't have testicle anyway?
He doesn't say girlfriend. He says partner.
No,
so it's not girlfriend.
He said sahiba, and sahiba mean girlfriend. Read it. Sahiba.
Yeah, it means friend, yeah.
No, girlfriend. Girlfriend. Because she is going to suppose to sleep with him, not a friend to drink coffee with her.
No, but a sahib is somebody who's a friend.
No, sahib is a male. If your God have a sahib, that means he is a gay. Because we are talking about making babies from this relationship. We are not talking about drinking coffee together. So how can he have a children's when he don't have a sahiba? So we are not talking about a friendship. We are talking about girlfriend. So friend is something and girlfriend in the bed is something else. So your God is speaking about a girlfriend. So a Shia guy. So your God don't have testicles. So why he is lying, saying the reason he cannot have a son is the wife. He don't have a wife. But yet the real reason is he don't have a testicles. He don't have penis. What does this guy have there? Are you there, SYB?
Yeah.
Wow, so sahiba means girlfriend. Wow.
Oh, okay. So SYB, what do you want to say? Go ahead.
So first of all, girlfriend is a different thing, and second thing is that Allah is different from everything. So he doesn't have
I
testicles
know,
and
I
these
know.
things.
So Allah don't
So
have
Allah
testicles.
Muhammad,
Okay, hold on.
okay,
You see, I am not
one
asking you if Allah different
has
from. Look, I
no
mean,
son,
look
he
how
has no
silly.
wife, he
Look
has
how
no
silly the
father.
answer. Look how silly. Allah is different from everything. Who care? I'm talking about the reason He gave us. Okay, Allah different from everything. His maybe His balls is small, but turn to be have no balls at
If
all.
you don't have a wife, listen, if you don't have a partner, yeah, how can he have son?
Exactly. That's the same as for me. I don't have a
He
woman.
doesn't mean a wife. He doesn't mean wife.
He mean a wife. No, he don't mean wife. He mean a
No, he
girlfriend.
doesn't.
He mean a girlfriend.
Partner.
He's responding to the Christians who
But
say
the
that
Christian
God
don't
is a
believe,
father.
but that is more stupid because the Christian do not believe that God have a wife and then they have a baby. His name
Can I
is
finish?
Jesus.
Can I finish? I wasn't finished. So Christians believe that God is the Father and that Jesus is the Son. And so logically, you would infer that if there's a father and there's a son, then there would be a mother. And that's what Allah is
This
responding
is
to.
stupid of you because either in Islam, even in Islam, they believe that Mary she is a virgin. So you have no excuse. You are just making things up because the Christian don't believe in that anyway. So don't tell me logically. If you
You
want to
don't
talk
wait.
about, if
You
you want
don't
to talk
call
about
you don't
logic,
call God the
logically, hold
Father.
on. If you talk about logic, what kind of God He says logically? How can I have a son? Yet He claimed to be God. He claimed that he cannot have a son because of what? The wife is missing. That is an answer of a person who is a human being, not someone like Allah. If Allah is God, He should say, well, I am God, I don't have a son,
No,
and that's
it's
it.
not a
But He gave us
it's
the
not an
reason.
answer of a human.
He gave us the
It's not
reason. He gave us the reason. Go ahead, SYB. Give him an answer. This guy is a Wahhabi idiot. Give him an answer. Shut him
yeah,
up.
because you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked, but it's okay.
Right,
This is
right. What do you think, SYB, about what he said?
this is as a Christian says that Allah have a son, yeah. This is an answer to them, first of all.
But the
Other than
Christian don't
that,
believe that God have a son because he have a girlfriend.
You call
so
him the
that's
son and
ignorance.
the
That's complete
father.
ignorance.
Listen. The answer should fit with the excuse. So if the Christian believe that their God have a son from a woman who he married to her, then you can say that. Do the Christian believe that God is the husband of Mary?
He is explaining it. God is explaining it.
Answer me. Do the Christian believe that God is the husband of Mary and he slept with Mary and then they have a son?
No.
I don't
Okay.
think you quite understand.
Therefore,
Oh, but
this verse is made by an idiot. It cannot be made by God because if you said to me this is a response for the Christians, but the Christians don't believe in this.
The children. Okay, so Christians believe that they are the children of God. They believe that Jesus is the son, and they believe that God is the
That
father.
is another proof that Muhammad is an idiot. Why? Because when the Christians and the Jews they say we are children of God, they don't mean that God married their mother. They are saying we pray, we say our Father, our Father. That means He is our Lord, He is our provider, He is the one who protect us, the one who give us, the one who created us. That's what a father mean. But we don't mean
How can he be a father if he doesn't have a wife?
no Christian. You see, this is a proof that Muhammad cannot be a prophet. You don't even know what the Christian meant. The Jews and the Christians say, chapter 5, verse 14, 18. The Christian and the Jew, they say, we are the children of Allah. We don't believe in Allah, but anyway, we will go with it. And His beloved. Say, why then does He punish you for your sin? In fact, you are a human. So you see that the author of the Quran is an idiot. Because we Christian, when we say our Father, we don't claim to be gods. We are saying we are a human. We are praying to God. We call Him Father. So your God,
But why do you call him father?
your God, He don't even understand the simple, basic belief of the Christians. So when they pray,
Are you not
they ask
do you not
Jesus,
believe that you're a child of God?
they ask Jesus how we pray. He says, say like this, our Father art of heaven. That is Father. They are not saying that Father is, that mean he married their mother. So again, your Quran, the author of the Quran have a failure. He's an idiot. He don't have balls.
Why don't you answer my
Hold on,
question,
we
bro?
have to take commercial break. Hold on. you know, for election purpose.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time.
End of the commercial break. The significance of the passage of time. So Allah, when He said that, is He connected with the time? I mean, do He knew what He's talking about? Look like He is outdated, because neither the Christians, neither the Jews believe in what Allah is talking about. So either Allah is a smart being, or He is Mr. Bean. Which one is Allah?
Okay, is God the Father? Yes or no?
Don't change the topic. Why He's saying?
Answer the question. This is the same question I asked
No,
you. You are
I'm
not
asking you why He is saying, why you are saying that He don't have a wife. How He can? Actually, look, the verse says, how can He? How can He? You see, this is a question should not be said to someone claiming to be almighty, because I cannot say to God, how can you do that, man? How He can do that? Okay, God said, let be light. Light was. How can He? This is the question if somebody is an atheist, if somebody don't believe in the power of God. But this is God Himself saying, how can He? Not only He is asking Himself, which is very weird, speaking about Himself, other person, in a weird way. He is a questioning the ability.
Can I respond?
When we say, how can He? Are we questioning the ability? Yes or no?
Why are you so scared to answer my question?
I'm scared of answering your question. Are you sure?
I know you believe that that God is the Father literally. You believe that literally.
God is the Father?
Yeah, you believe that literally,
Sure,
don't
we
you?
believe God is the Father. Are you an idiot?
Fantastic. Fantastic. So if Jesus is God and He is the Son, why is He calling Him the Father if He is God?
Because He is the Son.
Okay, fantastic. So logically, if there's a Son and there's a Father, then logically you would infer that there would be...
Just get out of here. SYB. Because He is science logically. There's no logic. You Muslim talk about logic. Here we go. The logic of Allah. He cannot have a son if I have no girlfriend. God the Father,
This is
God the
answer
Son,
to
God the
stupid
Holy
question.
Spirit. Hold on. God the Father. Hold on. Hold on. When you want to refute somebody in his belief, you refute his belief, not a fiction belief. So if the Christian don't believe that Jesus is born of father based on sexual relationship from his mother based with the father, then you are stupid to say such a statement. So the son Christianity does not mean that Jesus is born of Mary, and this is the point when he exists. Jesus says, before Abraham I am. Jesus said, before the word was, I was with your father. The Jesus in Christianity is the logos, is the word, is not, hold on, is not, listen. I mean, this is bigger than you, Shihab boy, who you kiss, you eat the dirt of Al-Hasan or Hussein. You do mut'ah, you beat yourself. You know nothing about your religion. And then you try here to I'm asking you a very simple question. Is your God Allah is stupid? My God, He can make Mary have a son without a husband. It's proven even in your Quran. So how come your God cannot do the same to Himself?
Because there is no one like Allah.
So what? Nothing. That is the reason.
cannot marry
Okay,
anyone.
but hold on. If there is nothing like Allah, but Allah saying the opposite. He's like me. I cannot have a son unless I have a wife. So how nothing like him, but he is saying that he is like me. He cannot have a wife. He cannot have a son unless he have a wife. So if there's nothing like Allah, actually this verse can be used to prove that all the statement the Muslim they use to say, they keep saying nothing like God, nothing like God. Actually this is a verse, by the way, taken from the Old Testament. Nothing like God. So now, listen, when the Old Testament says nothing like God, it doesn't mean that nothing like God in silly way. It's about His ability, His power, His decency, He's free of sin. This is not about God, nothing like Him, like it's about silly stuff. So if Allah nothing like Him, then he should not say, how can he have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Because this is everybody like him now. Me, you, if we don't have a woman, we cannot have a son. Can you? Can you have a son without having a woman? Have you tried it like with a guy maybe?
Stupid Christians, yeah. Stupid Christians would say Jesus is the Son of God, yeah. At that time,
yeah.
Allah explained them.
Yeah.
Explained them
Uh-huh.
that no,
Yeah.
he have not a partner, so he don't have a son. Other than that, in
Okay, hold on. I want to show you this verse. I want to show you this verse, and you tell me what this verse means. You see
he neither begets nor is born.
all right. So listen, as long Allah never beget, never he is born. And then Allah, he says in the Quran, in chapter 21, verse number 17, had we intended or wanted to have a son or a wife, we take it from us. You said you are a Shia. Read the Shia interpretation for me. Go ahead. You said he never began. He have no. He never gotten. He never be. Listen. He never gotten. He never begotten. Or blah 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 blah. But the verse here saying there is many Allah. Allah have a clan. Is not one Allah. Read it.
This says, had we intended to take a pastime, we could surely have taken it from us if we were going to do that.
Okay, what is the pastime here mean, according to the Shia?
What does this mean? You show me. You are showing me Quran.
No. You are no. What you said to me? No. You show me.
Yes.
No. You show me.
Oh my God.
No. You show me.
Jesus is fully divine. Jesus is fully human.
No. You show me. I insist. No. You show me. Okay. I don't know. No. You show me. I insist. You show me. No, show me. I know. Show me. You show me. I don't care. You show me. Okay, I will tell you that what you did yesterday, you stole a bicycle. Otherwise, you show me. Go ahead, show me. Show me what your Shia say about that. Go ahead. Don't run.
Don't be ignorant. I'm asking you. I'm showing.
What happened? You want to drink water? Here we go. Okay, I will show you. Guys, he insists. What I can say? He insists. Right? Okay. He insisted what I can do. I tried to give him a chance to show me, but he don't want to show me. They don't have testicles. They have nothing to show anyway. But look at this. Here we go. This is your God speaking about himself. If he want to have a son, he is going to have sex with the virgins in heaven, and he called them us, and even the angels. This is the interpretation you have in your books. Read it.
I saw it's written Sunni Tafsir. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out.
Huh?
Zoom out.
Zoom out.
Zoom out. Zoom out. What's written here? Sunni Tafsir.
Sunni Tafsir. Okay, you want Shia Tafsir? Okay, here we go. Let us show you Shia Tafsir. Okay, hold on. Let us go to Shia Tafsir. And now you will say, I don't want the Tafsir of the Shia no more. Here we go. Are you Ithna Ashariya? Are you the 12? From the 12?
Yeah, Asna Ashari.
Okay, he's a 12. No problem. So, do you want At-Tabrasi?
Okay.
Don't tell me now I don't accept it. All right. So here, this is At-Tabrasi. Okay, this is At-Tabrasi. Let us see what it says about the second page, maybe. All right. I mean, what is this? He's talking about everything except the verse we are talking about.
Now,
where is the interpretation for the verse? Oh, hold on.
Don't.
Okay. Here it says. Okay. He says, look what your Shia Tafsir is saying. If Allah want to take a partner, he meant by that to take a son he meant the angels. He will take a son from him, from what he have. He meant the angels. Do you see it?
So he haven't took it.
No, but
Have
he
he?
said, okay, how the angels is us? Is the angels Allah?
Tabrisi is not a famous scholar, first of all. But okay.
A second ago, you said to me, I accept that Tabrasi. Now you don't want him? So, okay, we change it, guys. We
Okay,
change.
okay.
We change. The guy changed it. We change it. You want to change it?
But no. But he didn't.
No, I insist. I will change it. Do you want al-Qummi?
Yeah, kum.
Yeah, I will
Sure,
give you
kum.
Qummi. He will give you a big kum. Oh, there's even no interpretation for the verse al-Qummi. He skip it.
Okay, then no.
He skip it. He skip it. Let us go to At-Tusi. You want At-Tusi? You want to try At-Tusi?
No.
No, you don't want At-Tusi. What's wrong with At-Tusi?
Sheikh Tusi. Okay.
Okay. Look here. It says, we wanted to take us a woman.
But this is
A women for fun. Look, he says, قال الحسن ومجاهد الله mean المرأة. So your God saying, had we intended to take a woman for fun to if her, excuse my language, we will take it from us. And then he go and he say, and the word lahu is the word women in the accent or dialect of Yemen. Read with me. Qatada said, women is an entertainment in this language of the people of heaven. So Allah want to have fun. And then he says, and they said that the
But he
angels
didn't.
are
But
the
he
word.
didn't.
What?
But he didn't.
I don't care. You said to me, show me. So Allah, when he listen, what's wrong with you? If Allah, he said, had we intended to take a son or a wife, we will take it from us. Who is us? Is Allah is one? When I say us, that means there's many of me, from my kind at least. Us, we don't use it for a cat behind me. Us, word used in Arabic for a group of people from the same family, from the same kind. In fact, ladunna mean a bloodline, mean the kind, mean the clan, mean the tribe. So had Allah intended to take a wife or a son, what he would do? Surely, do you see the word surely? Surely, his best choice is to take it from us. So Allah cannot be one. Because if you say to me that the word us mean Allah is one, so Allah is going to have sex with himself?
So it's us. There is no interpretation and explanation by Kummi, yeah. But as you showed, Allah didn't did this thing. Other than that,
You see, the question is, if Allah said us, are they exist or Allah is lying? When I say us,
Allah,
either us is exist, that means Allah is not one, there's many Allah, you have a family,
Many
you have
times.
cousins. Is us is exist, or it's fake?
Allah many times used we for himself, and it's
No, this is not for himself, because he's talking about taking a partner. Unless you are saying that Allah will have
from us like
a minute
him,
ago,
like
a minute ago you
from
said to
us
me,
we
a minute
like
ago, listen, a minute ago you said to me, Allah don't have a penis. So how Allah saying, had we intended to take a past time, i.e. a wife or a son, we could surely take it from us. This is not about himself. Otherwise you are saying that Allah is a transgender, he will F himself. So us cannot be him. This is why it says he can say with I from I. He didn't say I, he said us. So us who? If Allah is one, Allah will have sex with us. Us mean from my kind, from my group, from my clan, from my family. I don't say us if I have a cat next to me. It's not us. We cannot say us for a cat. It's not the same kind. But if I have a group of people behind me and I consider them my group, hey guys, who is going to Los Angeles? Us, all of us. How many? 5, 6 people. Us is about people from the same kind. So when Allah he says he want to take a wife or a son, and surely we could take it, surely he's confirming, not denying. He didn't say I will not do it, as the Muslim tried to explain. He did not say I will never do so. He says if we are going to do so. But he said the word surely. We could surely have taken it from us. So he confirmed his speaking for partner from us. So the question for you, which you are unable to answer, all of you, Abdul, who is us?
Christian, the answer is that us, like from his level, but there's
Exactly,
no one,
guys. I agree with you guys. Did he say from his level? Did he say from his level? No, 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 no,
but
no, no,
there's
no, no, no,
but
no,
there's
no,
no one like him.
no, no,
But there's
no,
no one like him.
no, no,
Listen,
no,
but
no,
there's
no,
no one like
no,
him.
no.
So he didn't.
Everybody
But
heard
this,
you saying from his
oh
level.
yes,
Hold
oh
on,
his
hold on.
level, but no one is at his
I
level.
have a witness. Hold on. Hello? Get a breath. First of all, he said it from a level and I heard him. Zakir Naik, why you support me? He's a Muslim. First of all, he's not Muslim. He's a Thia. And Thia not Muslim. Okay, so do you think it's from his level or not? Get them bread, no comment. Okay, get toast. Even Zakir Naik agree with me. Did you say from his level or not?
Said from his level. Like there's no one like God, so he said that
No, no, no.
we would
You
have
said.
taken.
Did you say from?
So he haven't.
Did you say
He
from?
haven't.
Did you say from his level? Yes or no?
Yeah, but no one is like him.
Okay, no. If he is, if they are from his level, that means they are like him. To be from the same level of somebody, you have to be like him. You know, like I cannot say I am from the level of Einstein unless I am smart like Einstein. That's what level mean. I have to be a scientist. I have to be like a genius. I have to be a person who knows physics. So we have the same. We have something in common. And you are the one who said from his level. So what is the common between them? The level. And what is the level of God? God. So there has to be goddess.
So he says that I would have taken it from us. Us means like from my level, but there's no one like him. So us, he would have taken it from us.
Oh, hold on.
But there's no one like
No problem. In my level, there's nobody like me. Ask my mom. She have many kids. She keeps saying to me, no one like you. I don't know why God gave you to me. So stop being stupid. So your mom, she can have many kids, still nobody like you. Maybe you are the best fool. What does have to do with this? So you say to me from the same level, he is from his level. When you say from his level, that means they are equal. And you keep saying to me, there's nothing like Allah. Nothing like Allah. Okay, if nothing like Allah, why is using the word us? By using the word us, that means there's many of us, which means there's many Allah.
So why didn't he marry them?
We don't know. This is all the news. You see, Allah never stopped talking. So maybe in the coming words, he will give us a news that he have a wedding and he married, Jibreel.
This is not Jesus. This is not Jesus.
Well, Jesus don't talk about he's getting married. This is Allah
This is-
speaking
oh,
about.
what?
Did Jesus says how I? Did
Christ.
Jesus say?
Christ.
Did
Jesus Christ paid.
hold on,
Jesus
hold
paid.
on.
Jesus Christ.
Did
Jesus
Jesus
was
say?
Lord.
Did Jesus say I cannot have a son unless I have a girlfriend? Did Jesus says? You see, the God of the
So you
Bible,
are son of
the
Jesus
God
or
of
the
the
Father?
God of the Bible, He used the word
Okay.
us, but because
Jesus,
we believe in the
and
Trinity.
Father is different.
Listen, no problem. You can say whatever you want. So when the God of the Bible says us, because there's a Trinity, you Muslim, you claim that there is no Trinity. So us is who?
No. Jesus, if look, Jesus,
Look,
if
look.
there were, if Jesus is the same God, yeah, as Father.
No, he is not the same. He's not the Father, idiot.
Idiot person, look at you read
He is
your
not the Father.
Trinity.
Abdul, listen. Okay, I will make it simple for you. Allah, when he speak, do he speak to Allah or he speak to Muslims? Are you thinking?
So,
When Allah he talk, is he talking to Allah or he is talking to Muslims?
stop. No. That's not the question even.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
even
no,
the
no,
question.
no. Answer me. When Allah he talk, he's
God-
talking to himself or he's talking to Muslims?
This is the book of guidance for
This is another question. When Allah he talk, is he talking to himself or he talk to Muslims?
Muslim.
False. Isn't it you Shia believe that Allah, the first thing he created a pen and he told him to write his words? But there's nobody was there. Is that true?
Show me the reference.
Huh? You do
Show
not
me the
know?
reference.
You do
Show
not
me the
know?
reference.
You do not know?
Show me the reference.
Okay.
Show me the
Show me the reference.
When I ask you
All
about
right,
Christianity,
hold on.
When I ask you about Christianity,
No. Here we go. This is
Oh,
the reference.
I'm going, bro.
This
You
is
are not.
this is
you are
the
not
ref, this
answering.
is the reference. This is the reference.
Why?
Read it.
No.
This is the reference. Read it. Don't blow.
Why? Goodbye.
Don't run. Potato.
No, I'm going. You
Harun,
are not able to
don't
answer
run.
my
Shame on
question.
you. Shame on
You
you.
have lost the
Shame
debate.
on you.
You
Here
have
we
lost-
go. This is Ibn Abbas. The first thing Allah created was the pen.
Oh, you have lost the debate already.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Do you promise me to download the video and post it in every Shia form? Swear by Allah. You will download this video and you post it in every Shia forum you can perform. Do you promise? By Allah?
No. That's
Why
not. That's not even the
no. As long you won the debate.
Like,
Listen.
you cannot
Listen.
answer the question. Jesus is
أول
God
ما
or not.
خلق Allah. Listen. Your God
That
Allah.
Jesus is
This is the Shia.
Father.
The first thing
Question
Allah,
with you.
the first thing Allah He created was Galaxy
What you ask-
Galaxy tablet. Do you see it?
What you
Galaxy. Listen. Galaxy 10 tablet. Look. Allah, the first thing He created is a tablet. To do what? To write on it. Do you see it? What He wrote
Is
there?
what?
His words. What He wrote there? His words. And then your prophet in the books of the Shia, he said that the first thing Allah He created, this is Shia, this is not Sunni. The first thing Allah He created the pen, and He told the pen to write everything forever. Do you see it? Why you want to run? Because it's an embarrassment. You said to me, show me. I show me, you run. I show you, you run. Right? Shameful behavior. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know.
I heard the messenger of God, may God's prayers and peace be upon him and his family, say, the first thing God created was the pen,
Okay, so
and he
what's
said
wrong
to
in
it, write, and it executed what is existing forever.
Allah, He told the pen to write. Can the pen read the mind of Allah? Can the pen? Do you see how stupid Islam is? Allah, He told the pen to write, everything will be. Can the pen read the mind of Allah?
Allah told the pen to write. It started writing.
What?
Allah told the pen to write it. Allah ordered it.
Anyone understand what he's saying? Say again.
Allah.
Okay, Allah told the pen to write. Shouldn't He tell him what to write?
So He told him to write.
But
So he told it to write.
no, he just said to him, write. And talking to the pen is clear evidence that the pen will do nothing unless Allah talk to the pen. But the story is saying Allah did not tell anything to the pen. He just told him write everything. Everything? How the pen will know everything? And if you say to me he do not need to talk to him, so why he said to him write everything? If the pen can understand Allah and read the mind of Allah, that means the pen is Allah. And the pen have a special feature. He's God. He can read your mind. He can read the unseen.
Allah is capable to do
the
everything.
pen. Do the pen and you the future.
Allah is capable to do everything.
No, he just told him write everything. He did not tell him what is
But
everything.
So it wrote.
Okay.
As
So
Allah ordered.
so
it wrote.
listen.
It's not,
So
it's not for the writing.
I asked you when Allah he talk. Do he talk to himself or to the Muslim? You said to me to the Muslim. So Allah writing everything in the tablet to who? There's nobody there. No Muslims.
Allah told the pen to write. Why are you so ignorant?
To who? To who? He's writing to who? Who is going to read it? Who is going to read this tablet?
Who is going to read this tablet?
Yeah?
Yeah, who is going to read? No, bro, I'm talking about Quran.
Who is? Yes, no problem. The tablet. Allah, he wrote a tablet. Who is going to read this tablet? Is Allah
I'm talking about Quran. This tablet,
is Allah mentally ill? Do Allah have a bad memory? Why he's writing his memory? If Allah knew everything, why he want to write everything? I write.
Listen,
if you give me your phone number, I write it because I will forget it. This is God. Why he need a pen and a tablet and write in it and nobody can read it except him? That means Allah himself, he need to write to himself. He's a human being like us. Otherwise, tell me why he's writing to who? If nobody can see it. According to your Shia books, Allah, he put the tablet between the two eyes of Israfil. Why? Because you don't want Israfil to look at it. Look how stupid your God. Israfil, he can look at the mirror, he can read everything. Just go to any lake. Israfil, hey, hello, Israfil? Listen, you can go to any water lake, look in the water, you will see everything written in the tablet between your eyebrows. I mean, how stupid this God is. He put the tablet between the two eyes of Israfil, and now supposedly he will not be able to read it. What about the angel in front of him? Okay, so Israfil cannot read it. But all the angels, they can tell Israfil what is there.
Read the context. Read the context.
This is the context.
What's the context?
The context is Allah, he put the tablet between the eyes of Israfil. So why? So he cannot read it. Okay, but all what Israfil he need to do, he can go to the bathroom, he can look at the mirror, he can read it. Or he can go to the water, any lake. Or he can ask any friend from the angel, hey angel, come here, come here. Can you tell me what is written between my eyes?
To write what? You write on a copy, yeah?
You write what?
You write on a notebook.
Yeah, I write a notebook because I'm not God. You Muslims, you're God. Are writing a book for what?
So Allah told the pen to write what he says.
Huh?
Allah told the pen to write. What's wrong with it? You're so ignorant.
Allah writing to himself. Listen. Allah writing.
Okay. You're not even a Christian.
Allah, he write the tablet between his eyes, correct? Between the eyes of he put the tablet between the eyes of the angels. The purpose is nobody can see it, correct? Are you there?
Yeah, okay. Read the context.
Can the angel can this angel ask other angels to read what is between his eyes? Your God is a silly, stupid. The story is stupid.
Stupid person. Your book is.
Listen. This is the book of. You see everything I say, I prove it. This is the book of Bihar al-Anwar. Let me show you. I don't make things up. This is your stupid book. This is Shia. Bihar al-Anwar al-Allam al-Majdasi, volume number 45, page number 370. Now you know the book name. All right. Now here it says that Allah, he wrote the tablet and he wrote in it everything. And then because Allah, he don't want anyone to read the tablet, He put the tablet between the eyes of Israfil. Let me show you the part. Here we go.
Bro, it's Allah's choice. It's
Hold on,
you
hold
cannot
on.
judge.
Hold on. I want you to
Bro,
read
go
this for
on,
me.
go.
So I want you to read this for me and translate so we can love. Can you read for me the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Read for us. Go ahead in English.
Our belief in the revelation coming from God Almighty is that between Israfil's eyes is a tablet. So when God Almighty wants to speak with the revelation, God hits that tablet on Israel's forehead, looks at it, reads it, what is on it, then throws it to Mikael, and Mikael throws it to Jibrail, and Jibrail delivers it to the prophets. Yeah,
Your
yeah.
God, when he wants
So
Israfil to
there is a
read,
purpose.
hold
There is
on,
a purpose.
hold on.
Yeah,
Your God,
there
he
is a purpose.
spank. Your God, he
Purpose is
spank.
to
Hold
deliver
on.
it to the prophet.
Your
Purpose
God, he
is put in a
spank.
tablet in
Hold
the
on.
forehead of.
Your God, he spank the tablet between the eyes of Israfil, and he look at it, and he look at it, and then Mikael come, and then Mikael throw it to Gabriel. So each time Allah he spank the Israfil, some of the words drop from the tablet. Then the one who collect it is Mikael. And then Mikael, he throw it to Gabriel. And then Gabriel, he throw it to the prophet. Your comment.
Yeah. Oh my. It's,
So do you agree your
you are
God is,
laughing. Bro.
do you agree
You are
that your
laughing.
God is boxing?
Don't laugh on you. You are so embarrassed that you
Really?
cannot read the Bible. But okay, this is Allah delivered it to Mikael to Jibrail, and then he delivers it to Prophet. There is a purpose behind it, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's delivered. The message is delivered to the prophets.
Tell us. Please tell us.
Not like Jesus, he would walk and start speaking, and the people would notice.
So
He went
I
in
want you to
John
give me the comment.
after.
Why Allah, guys? I posted the link in the Discord. Maybe the admin they can shorten it and post it around in Rumble and YouTube, please. Listen. I want you to explain to people why Allah spanking the angel Israfil, so he can shake the tablet, and then the words of Allah will fail from the tablet, and then Mikael will grab the words of Allah. And the Mikael, he will throw it to Gabriel. Are we playing basketball?
Yeah.
Is the word
No,
of
no, no,
Allah,
no.
is the word of Allah,
It's
is the
not
word
like
of
the
Allah
creation
a solid object?
Jesus was upon the water.
Is the
Yeah,
word of
this is not
Allah
the
a solid
creation.
object?
This is not like creation of while Jesus was upon the water, but yeah.
But Jesus
So
can walk upon
Allah
the
has
water.
put
Jesus can walk
let's
upon the
see,
water.
our
He
belief.
proved. Listen. I can show you from your books that Jesus can walk in the water. Don't go there.
Not
I will
walking.
spank you.
The word of God was upon the water.
So
Word of
now
God.
listen, why you're not answering? Why Allah is spanking the angel Gabriel, sorry, the angel Israfil. So the guy,
Okay.
the poor guy. I mean, what is this? Allah cannot make the other angels read it unless he hit the guy between his head. What is this? Boxing? Explain to us. You're trying to escape it and you're embarrassed.
To deliver it to the prophets, so that the
Exactly.
angels
So
can
your
deliver.
God Allah,
Listen now.
guys, did you hear what he said? Allah, he hit the angel Israfil, the tablet between his forehead, and
Deliver it
then
to the prophet.
not all the word of Allah. Listen, not all the word of Allah. Then some of the words of Allah fell apart from the tablet. The angel Mikael, brother, he grabbed it. I got you. And then Mikael, he say, hey, Gabriel, take it. And then Gabriel, after he throw it, after he receive it, after Mikael, he throw it to him like, give me a pass. Yeah, run, goal. And then Gabriel, he deliver it to the prophet. Is that the way you Muslims believe in God?
In reality, it's more logical than Trinity, but as God
Well,
wants to deliver.
hold on. This is the Trinity. Allah, Zibril, Mikael. Oh, sorry, there's four here. There's Israfil. The victim of this story is Israfil because he is the one who got the spanks and the boxing. The others are playing football, you know, like Allah, he hits Israfil. The word of Allah, they drop from his head, from the tablet, and then Mikael, he grab it. I got you. You know, like, is that a baseball?
Whatever it is,
You say to me whatever it is because you are trying to escape the embarrassment. I will tell your mom.
No, go on, tell it to your
Then
own
explain
mom.
to me. Look at this. This is not even a story for 5 years old.
I am only saying that it's to deliver this message to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi
But you
wasallam.
see, you told me before that Allah keep talking. You told me that the ink of the ocean will be run out before Allah word run out. It turned to be that the word of Allah already in the tablet, small tablet. It's even between the eyebrows. And then Allah, when He deliver it, He cannot even deliver it. He have to hit the boy. Allah, why you hit me, stupid idiot? I'm not hitting you. Why Allah?
You cannot understand.
Why Allah is hitting the? Okay, hold on. Do you like to be Israfil in his position? Honestly, answer me. Do you like Allah to put that tablet between your between your eyes, and then Allah He hit you each time He want to send revelation? And how many pages they drop when He hit him? How Allah control the number of the words they will fail down from the revelation when we hit him? Why you are laughing? Shame on you, guys. This guy is laughing at Allah.
Shame on you. Shame on you. What are you saying? Are you mentally ill or what?
Look, it's me who is mentally ill. It's your God saying, you know, Allah He hit Israel, and then the word of Allah.
Listen, it's to deliver the message to the prophets. He gave it to Israfil, and then it went to
No. Listen. You are not listening. The tablet, listen. The tablet between the eyes of the angel Israfil, he cannot see it. Allah hit the tablet. What the tablet is? Which is in forehead of Israfil. So you can imagine how many pumps in the head of that poor Israel. Like boing, 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 boing. It's like Mickey Mouse. And then when Allah He hit the tablet, which is between the eyes or the forehead of Israfil, the translation here is not accurate. They will be able to see the word because the word drop, and then is going to be thrown out, and then to Mikael, and then the word will be thrown out to Gabriel. It's like a basketball. If we try to fix it, like let's say in the best scenario, Allah He hit the tablet in the forehead of Israfil. Israfil He grab it or he see it, and then he throw it to Mikael. Mikael pass it to Gabriel. That is a basketball game. And then Gabriel He keep going, and he deliver it to the prophet. Why Allah? Okay, hold on. How come Allah He did not do that to Jesus? Jesus is born with the word of God according to the Quran. He is the word of God. When He was an infant, in your books as a Shia, when Jesus was an infant, He spoke in the cradle, and He have the knowledge of God with Him, born with Him.
No, because God gave him these things.
Exactly, before he was born.
No.
No angel.
Look, God gave him
If the
this
Messiah, listen, if the Messiah, he was born with the knowledge of Allah, did the angel came to him and gave him the knowledge? No, because as you see in the Quran, and I can show you from the Shia book.
Okay, answer my question. Yeah?
Yeah?
Jesus
no
is God or yeah?
No way, I can't answer this. No, I can't answer. This is very hard.
Solomon, in your books, yeah? Solomon, he controlled the air. Yeah, he is God.
What? In my book, Suleiman, he can fly in the air. This is in your book. The flying carpet of Suleiman is in your book, Potato.
Listen now, wait for a second.
By the way, according to Shia, in case you do not know,
Okay,
according to
listen,
Shia, hold on, according to Shia, the Messiah was born in Karbala. Is that correct? According to the Shia,
we are talking about
according to the Shia, Jesus is from Iraq. He was born in Karbala.
No, leave this.
No,
Leave
no,
this
no,
thing.
no,
It's
no, 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 no.
Jerusalem
Hold on.
and mastered and controlled all spirits of air on earth and under the earth.
What? Guys, I forget about this guy. Let me let him go. Poor guy. I mean, thank you for being here. Come tomorrow, okay? Bring your dad with you. Just to show you how stupid this religion. Do you know that even the Shia, they knew what time even Jesus was born? You want to see it? Okay, hold on. Let me find the reference. I'm looking for it. Oh, I found it. It is time for you Christians to know when Jesus was born. وأما اليوم الذي ولدت فيه مريم فهو يوم الثلاثاء ل4 ساعات ونصف من النهار. Translation. And the day when Mary, she gave birth to Jesus, it was a Tuesday, and it took her 4 hours. Oh, sorry, I missed the part half. And the half, sorry. I mean, the Mashiach will kill me for, you know, and half of the day. How is 4 hours and the half of the day? I mean, this is really weird. I don't know how to translate this.
CP.
Uh-huh.
One of the hypocrisies that I just listened to right now is, how are you going to Muslims believe, okay, they're Sunni, Shia, whatever. Some believe Aisha is like a bad representative of Islam. But how are you going to say the wives of Muhammad are the mother of believers? But it's a very hard pill to swallow that Allah can be a father. And when Aisha had no children, Muhammad had no children. I don't understand that.
What do you need to understand? Come on. I mean, this is Islam, my friend. It's something wrong with you. Something wrong with this guy. Somebody called the police.
No.
You're trying to understand Islam. What's wrong with you?
No, I get it, but this, like, what goes through their mind? Why is it such a hard pill
Mind. They
for you
don't
to
have
swallow?
mind. Those people are just in doctrines. They don't know have mind. They just follow blindly whatever it says. The second you ask them a question about it, they don't know what to say. They don't have mind. There's no mind.
But do you get my logic? Do you?
I know
get
what
I'm
you are
trying to-
saying, but you know, don't mention logic with those donkeys. You know, even donkeys have better logic. What logic? Your logic.
goodness.
Your logic will die in 2 seconds. The second they even understand what you are saying, they don't. What logic? Look at them. They knew even when Jesus was born. They knew which day. They knew how many hours, and 4 hours and half in Tuesday, brother. Where do you get this information from? And
I was just listening, and I was just listening. I was like, bro, you guys call Aisha or whoever it is, Khadijah, mother of believers, whoever it is, the wives of Muhammad. But you have it's so you can't comprehend if Allah wants to, if He wanted to be a father. I don't understand that.
Yeah, you see, first of all, when they say that Aisha, she was a whore, the Quran says al-khabithatu lil-khabithin, which means bad women, you know, bad women. Allah make like a decree or a destiny that bad women, they will marry bad men. So if Aisha is a bad woman, that means Muhammad is a bad man.
100%.
So don't talk about logic. I mean, this is stupid religion.
Yeah.
And this verse is obviously proving Allah to be stupid. How many good women they marry a bad man in this life? A lot. Men who they are drunk, men who beat them, men who they cheat, men, and the opposite too. How many good men they marry bad women, they cheat, they lie, etc. So this is false.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Quran, Allah destiny that He will make bad women. It's a destiny. Bad women marry bad men. That's what this is false. That's absolutely false. And that alone is enough to prove that Muhammad is bad, because the Quran itself saying that the wives of Muhammad are bad. Even the Quran saying that the wives of Lut, the wife of Lut was a bad woman. You know, if you go in the Quran, so we have a clear evidence. It says that they betray their husband. Like as an example, even Eve, you know, not only, you know, in the story. So if the Quran teaches such a thing, like as an example, chapter 66, speaking about Noah and Lot, they betray their husband. The Muslim, they try to fix it. They say they rejected the doctrine. It doesn't matter. Let us say this is the story. But the Quran just say that bad women marry bad men. So how the Muslim believe that Noah is a prophet and Lot is a prophet, yet their wives are bad? Isn't it you stupid Muhammad has said that bad women for bad men and good men for good women and vice versa? He kept repeating the same thing. So
I've never heard that. I've never heard that hadith. I learned something new every day.
This is not hadith. This is Quran. Both are Quran.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, even worse, bro. You just it's even worse.
Yeah. Well, take a note now, because I'm going to show you when Jesus was born, which location. So me and you tomorrow we can go together. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you. Let us.
I'm gonna be a bad man now. I'm gonna be a bad man now. So
all
hopefully
right,
I find a good woman.
All right. So
have a good one, CP.
Thank you.
What was that?
No, I'm saying just take notes, because I'm going to show you where Jesus was born. Take a note.
All right, thank you, CP.
All right.
I will. I'll be in the chat.
All right. So this is Biharul Anwar. I will post the link for all of you guys. You can save it if you want, and the admin can share it with Rumble and Google, whatever. Thank you for the admins who they are helping. So here we see that the Muslims, they are the one who knows when Jesus was born, and even they knew the location. And when Mary, she gave birth, she was not able to talk. Brother, imagine you are giving birth, but your tongue is not working no more. So here it says, when the day where Mary gave birth, the translation not accurate, it was a Tuesday, 4 hours and a half hours of the day, and the river which Mary gave birth next to Jesus was the Euphrates. If Jesus was born next to the Euphrates River, seriously? He drank from there, didn't he? And the second she gave birth to Jesus, she cannot talk. I mean, those Shia books is really written by somebody have mental illness. How it is Euphrates and then the Jews, they came to her. How it is Euphrates and there's a Jewish temple. I mean, what are you talking about? And then, not only that, look at this. From Ja'far, he said, the Messiah is the day where the Messiah was born is Ashura. A lot of knowledge, what you can say. Yeah, all right, what we can do. Stupidity is amazing. Do we have any Muslim would like to join us? This is the Shia books. Who can beat that? Nobody. And if you continue reading, hold on, here is even there is some more story. If a Muslim Shia, he said to you, when Jesus was born, why you are celebrating the 25th of December? Look what it says here. The Imam the Rida, he says that Jesus was born in the date of the 25th of the month of Zil Uqda. It is the 25th. Oh boy. Abdul's, you are so good. That's so good, man. Yeah, that's amazing. They knew when Jesus was born, they knew the location, and turned to be that Jesus is Iraqi from Iraq. And he was born next to the river of Euphrates. Now I know why they sing the song, by the river of Babylon, where we sat down. Abduls, you are eating too much shish kebab. What I can say. All right, we have White, Jimmy White. Go ahead, Mr. Jimmy White. What do you want to say to us? Hello? Are you there? Are you there? Islam Way is saying he is waiting for me to say something intelligent until now. Why you don't come to the stage and tell me what do you like me to say to you? What do you think? I just invited you, Islam Way. Join us. Let us hear something intelligent from you. Let us assume we are not smart like you, stupid, we are according to you. Okay, come and tell us something smart. Like why your prophet, he shake his penis 3 times after he do pee. I am interested because my habit is to shake it 4 times. If there's any health risk or maybe something will happen if I shake it 5 times? Do you have an answer, Islam Way? By the way, your name fit perfectly for the question, because Islamic way, after you pee, to shake your penis 3 times. I mean, what is your prophet penis is made of? Rubber is going to break 3 times only? What will happen if you shake it 5 or 6? Any Muslim want to join us? I invited him, he don't want to come. What I can say? He don't want to, just complain. Any Abdul? Hey, Jimmy White, I invited you. You did not talk, my friend. Okay, I will invite you again. Any Muslim would like to join us? Go ahead, Jimmy. You need to push to talk. All right, you don't want to talk, what I can say. Any Abdul? Who is a Mohammed that would like to join us? Call me if you're there. Okay, Solih, join the chat. I will call you. No, join Discord, join. Guys, Solih, Yusuf said, call me if you're there. If you dare, call me. Do you dare to call me? You don't dare to call me. But I don't, give me your number. I mean, how am I going to call you? Join us in Discord and you will be called immediately. No. Call me if you dare. What the heck? Do you dare to call me? Why you are squeezing yourself? You don't dare to call me. Oh boy. That's a lot of... All right. Islam, will you put your hand up? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, can you hear me?
I do hear you.
Right. I was wondering if you could say anything like intelligible, anything that makes sense. Is it
Okay,
possible?
I will say something intelligent. Guys, did he ask me to say something intelligent? The black dog is the devil. Do you agree with me?
No, I think that's nonsense, kind of. No, not really, like
What? What you
I
said?
don't-
What you said?
I don't
What
know.
you
I
said?
don't-
What you said? What you said? You said this is nonsense. Shame on you. This is smart. Why you say that?
It depends. It depends how you mean it. So,
No, a second ago you said this is nonsense. A second after, because now people they are saying your prophet said that. It depend. It depend. What depend? A second ago you said nonsense. Don't die. Don't leave. That's what Muslims do. They stop moving their tail. They play dead. I lost connection. I lost connection.
yeah.
So, did your prophet say something smart? You said to me, this is nonsense. Explain to us the nonsense of your prophet. Why the black dog is the devil? Go ahead.
Yeah, the black dog is a devil. Okay, so that's you don't assume that's literal, do you?
What?
You don't assume that's literal, do you? Like,
Guys, do you understand what he's saying? What?
can you hear me?
I hear you, but I don't know what you're saying.
Like, I hope you don't assume that's literally. He means literally. You don't assume. That,
This
do
is
you?
metaphorically?
It's figurative. You know what figurative is?
It's a dog. It's a real dog.
Yeah, like
Is it
dog.
is it a real dog or it's a fake dog? Look at this devil, unbelievable, disgusting.
Right.
What figurative?
Can I,
You're a prophet saying this is the dog is a devil. Don't play games with me.
So I can't talk.
Yeah, sure,
talk, yeah?
sure. You can talk. Go ahead.
Thanks. Okay, so I mean, listen, dog, a black dog, can be used by Satan. Right? Black dog is really can play tricks with your mind, with your mind. You know what I mean?
The black dog used by Satan. Can you explain to us how the black dog is used by Satan?
What's that? How black dogs
Can
work?
you explain to us how the black dog is used by Satan?
Well, the Satan can influence the black dog. Right, to go
How?
somewhere and
Like, okay, what Satan he said to the black dog? You said to me, I mean, I'm not saying something. One thing is smart. So now you are the smart one who's saying smart things. So that Satan he said to the black dog like what? Like this is a dog in the front of us. How? Oh. So what Satan would do to this puppy? Tell me.
like, are you serious?
I'm serious. It's you who said to me. He is the one who said Satan he influenced the black dog.
Right. So, can humans control a dog and influence a dog?
Yes, they can. You put him in a
Okay,
leash.
so come on, can you do
You put him in a leash. You teach him.
can
You teach him how to do poo-poo. You teach him how to hunt. You teach him how to hard. You teach him how to chase the sheep. Yes, he can. You can control it again. And in the worst scenario, you can put him in a leash. So now, and why it's the black dog? What's wrong with the black dog? Is your prophet he hated black color? Is he saying that anyone is a black is the devil?
Let me respond. Okay, let me respond. Can I respond?
Go ahead. Can I make tea?
I'm gonna do it
Can I make
one more time.
Can I make tea?
I already.
I will give you all the time to respond. I will make tea. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just going to do it again, trying to simplify.
You will do it again.
A bit more,
You
right?
will do
Because
it
you didn't get
again.
it.
I thought you came already from the bathroom. You called me. You said,
I thought you
Christian
gave me time.
Prince, don't do it again, please. We don't want to smell. Listen, you called me. You said, can you say something smart?
Yeah, that's what you're asking me.
You said, can you say something
That's what you're
smart?
asking me.
I showed you. I told you the black dog is the devil. You said this is nonsense. You remember what you said? Do you Muslim have
Listen, you're
dignity?
making a
You said this is nonsense. You said that already. Okay, go. I will make tea.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah, go. I'm listening to you. I will make tea.
Well, I'll try to simplify for this gathering here. Like, I mean, you guys really need like things simple. But basically, if you let's say you want to trick someone, to scare someone or something, you're not gonna choose a white dog. You're gonna choose a black dog, right? And that's what devil would.
Well, hold on. Why I'm going to choose a black dog, not a white dog? Explain, please.
What do you mean? Okay, I need to explain. This is just ridiculous. Okay, do you have anything else? I asked you for anything intelligible. Is this the best you can do?
Are you trying to escape? Explain. You said, Shaitan, he will choose, if you want to trick someone, you will not choose a white dog, you will choose a black dog. Explain.
I already explained. What do you want from me?
No, you did not.
Well, I mean, come on, you're just.
You are trying to escape the embarrassment. Guys, do you like him to hear? Do you like what to hear? He claimed we don't let him talk. He claimed that I am smart. He claimed he is the Muslims are okay. We are listening. Explain to us how Shaitan use only black dog but not white dog because only the choice is a black dog. Explain to the people. They are listening. Go ahead.
I have explained it twice. Come on, like, okay,
No,
can
you did not explain. You just said he will choose it. You did not tell us why. You just said he will not choose a white dog. He will choose a black dog. Tell us why the black dog.
Okay, make whatever conclusion you want.
No. We are not smart. We are not smart like you. We want the conclusion based on your explanation, please.
I gave you my answer. Okay. I can't help you anymore.
You did not give me the answer. You are retreating because you are ashamed of what you just said. Why Shaitan will choose only a black dog? You said, everybody heard you. He will not choose a white dog. He will not choose a white dog. He will not choose a white dog to trick you. So I want you to explain to us why not white and how the dog will trick you. How the dog will trick you.
Listen, come on, make an effort and try to think.
How the dog will trick you? How a puppy like this will trick you? Tell me. Go ahead.
Okay, I guess it's, like we're stuck here, right? Like we're not going anywhere.
You want to run?
Right?
You want to run?
This is all you have.
You want to run?
No, I mean I'm not going. Like it's
are you
like
ashamed of your prophet? You cannot explain what's going on because what you said is stupid. So you decide to run.
I mean you're the one who should be ashamed.
People in the chat, do you want to know how Shaitan he can use a dog? He said Shaitan will not use a white dog. He will use a black dog to trick you. Oh, what we are saying. Go ahead, explain to us what do you mean? That's it.
I mean, this is what I told people. Like this is what it's going to be. Like this guy is not smart. Like he has nothing.
No problem, my friend. I am as long I'm not smart. That's why I need more explanation. Exactly. Because you are a genius who discover that Shaitan will not use a white dog. He will use a black dog. So tell us why a black dog and how Shaitan can use a dog.
Come on, listen. I explained it twice.
You know,
already, right?
you sound like a puppy, and you put your tail between your legs. Did Shaitan trick you? Are you a black dog? Seriously, are you a black dog? Because you sound like a black dog. You sound like a black dog, and your tail between your legs, and you are trying to run away. You don't want to talk about the topic no more.
I told people I will expose your low intelligence.
Exactly.
Told people.
That's why I'm giving you more time to explore. Just destroy me, man. Finish me. Go ahead.
It's not already done. And the more it's going, the more you're exposing yourself as, you need.
Listen, explain to us. I am not asking you anything. Explain what you said. Shaitan will not use a white dog to trick you. He will use a black dog. This is your statement. Or what I'm saying, can you please
Okay, that's not
tell us how? Don't bring anyone to the stage. Don't bring anyone to the stage. Islam, the way, is the one in control of the stage. Nobody beside Islam, the way. He is the boss now. Go ahead.
That's why I didn't want to come on the stage. Now he's gonna ban me from the
Don't
server.
come on the stage. I said
there.
speak on
You
the
will not
stage.
there.
You can come in the
You
room
will
of
not
Aisha.
there.
Listen, I want you to explain. Stop being a puppy. Explain what you just said.
This is what I've done to Darth Dawkins too. And he's not daring to speak to me again.
Tell
And
us,
this is what he's
tell
gonna
us,
do.
who is the one who don't dare? It's you who's running. You don't want to answer. You just said
giving you
something.
two options.
You just said something.
We
You
can
are
move to
ashamed.
another
You are
topic.
ashamed
We can
of
move to
it. You
another
are
topic.
ashamed of it.
Listen, I give you two options. We move to another topic.
Why
Okay? I
why
can
we don't finish
expose-
this topic? What's wrong with this topic? Are you ashamed of it?
This topic is done.
No, it's not. Hey, let us make a vote. Let us make a vote. Guys, give me one if this topic is finished. Give me two if it's not. Whatever people say, I will go with it. See, two. Only few they said one.
I will
Only
go with this
there's
thing,
only
guys.
one vote said one, and he is a black dog. How about that now? Shaitan, he tricked him. Shaitan tricked him, the black dog. He said no. So now you have to explain to us why Shaitan cannot trick a white dog. Is white dog because he's white? Is that because he's white? You said that. Guys, he said he cannot trick, Shaitan cannot trick a white dog. That means you Muslims racist. You believe that white dog is superior and he is godly dog, but a black dog, just because of his color, he is satanic dog. He is the choice of Satan. Otherwise, explain to us.
Okay. Okay, so I hope we can talk again, like on a more intelligent.
Are you leaving? Guys, he ran away. His name is Islam Way. Change your name. Make it Islam Run Away.
Thank you, everyone.
Change your name. The coward potato. Don't forget to record the video and post it in your channel. It's hilarious potatoes. Christian Prince, you never speak something smart. You want to debate Christian Prince, you idiot? That's a mistake of your career. I debate myself, I lose. What is the second one? Today is not tomorrow. Put your hand up. The first Abdul being smoked in less than 30 seconds. You want to debate me, you potato? Do you have an idea you're talking to who? All right. Today, not tomorrow. I will give you the question.
Okay.
Why Allah, Prophet, he said the black dog is the devil?
You explain.
You are the Muslim. You, the Muslims, asking me to explain?
Yes. And then I can verify if it's true.
That's deep. That's so deep. So you are so excited to come to the stage, and then you text, he ran away from me, he put me down, blah, blah, blah. And now you're saying to me, you explain? No, you explain. I'm not the Muslim.
I don't know this verse, that's why.
Okay, I just told you the verse. The Prophet says the black dog is the devil. Very, very short. It's not long. Why the black dog is the devil?
What's wrong with that?
Explain to me why the black dog is the devil. Why not a white dog?
But why? What's the problem with that?
The problem is it's a dog. How the black dog is a devil? Is a poor dog. It's just a puppy.
The snake is,
huh?
the snake was also the devil in Christianity.
No. Listen, not every snake is a devil. This is symbolic for how evil it is. This is not about the snake.
How do you know that?
This is not about snake.
How do you know that?
I know.
Where,
this is what the Bible says.
The Bible?
This is what the Bible says. This is what the Bible say. This is what the Bible say. The snake. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'll go with you. The snake in Christianity is Islam. Is that correct?
Where in the Bible does it say that?
Let me show you. Here we go. Do you see my screen?
I see black dog.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. All right. Read with me what it says here. And remember, it's you who mentioned this, not me. So you can say I'm the one who fabricate that. Islam is an antichrist religion, everybody knows. And this is what your prophet said about Islam. Islam is a snake. It's a serpent, actually. Read it.
Verily, Islam started as something strange, and it would again revert of being strange, just as it started, and it would recede between the two mosques, just as the serpent crawls back in its hole.
So who is the snake? Islam. Muhammad.
But where does it say it? Where does it say
It says the same as serpent. Your prophet described Islam as a serpent crawling back to its hole. So Islam came down. Islam came from where? Back to its hole. Does it say its hole? Does it say its hole?
It's an analogy.
Okay, no problem. You mentioned to me, everybody heard you, the story of the snake in the Bible. In the Bible, the story of the snake resemble who? Shaitan. Correct? Okay. Your prophet, he chose to describe his faith as a serpent, which is what? Shaitan, which is crawling back to its hole. So Islam came from where? From the hole of the serpent.
It's making an analogy. It's not saying Islam is a serpent.
Your prophet, he chose to describe Islam. What is the description is about? Serpent. Okay, tell me what is the relationship between Islam and the serpent? Why Muhammad he chosen from all the animals in the world? There's eagle, there is lion, there is tiger, there's elephant. Why he chose Islam to be serpent crawling back to its hole?
But not everything needs an explanation.
No, it have to be. Your prophet cannot be stupid. He says things for a reason. Are you saying your prophet he just make things up? It don't mean something special? Don't say that. People will laugh at you. You're insulting Prophet of Allah. Guys, you can believe it? He said, doesn't mean that. He don't mean that. He's a prophet. He just said things. He don't mean it. He's stupid. Shame on you. I hope the Muslims will not be upset. Please, guys, Muslims, I apologize. You don't mean. He's just, you don't know what it's all. He's a pinky Muslim. What do you mean? You're a prophet. It's choosing carefully his words. He's making a prophecy, which means this is what Allah told him. This is about the future. Islam is dying, is going to die to the point no Muslims left. What is left is the only Muslim left. That is the serpent going back to its hole. There's only one Muslim will be left. The serpent. Going where? In the hole, under the ground. That is Allah.
It's just to make us aware. It's
exactly. Thank you very much, guys. I will make this guy an admin in my chat room when we are not alive. Listen, he make us aware that Islam is the same as a serpent going back to its hole. Thank you very much. That's amazing.
Yeah, but I don't see what's the problem.
The problem, Islam is a serpent.
Okay, but
and you agree with me, and you are the one who mentioned the word serpent in the Bible. And you agree with me that the word serpent in the Bible presents Satan. So when Allah prophet, he received knowledge from his God, saying, listen to me, my religion is going to be the same as serpent coming back to its hole. Did Islam,
serpent can also stand for healing.
Did Islam came back? Did Islam come down from the hole? Come up from the hole?
A serpent can also stand for healing.
No problem. Okay, why it's going back to the hole?
Sorry?
Why Islam going back to its hole? That means Islam came from the hole. If I say it's going back to its hole,
yeah,
where Islam is coming from? This is where it started, from the hole. Thank you very much. So Islam is not symbolic. This is not symbolic of healing. This is symbolic of defeat. the Islamic religion is going to be defeated the same as the Bible promised us, that you will step on the serpent by your feet. Is that correct, guys? This is what God said to Adam and Eve. Satan, the serpent, will be your enemy, and your seed, your children's, will step on the head of the serpent. That is Jesus. So the Messiah, when he come back in the final days, he will step on the head of the serpent, which is Muhammad, and he will demolish him and send him back to the hole of hell. Prove me wrong.
That's not true.
Yeah, prove it. I can save you and go back to the puppy. You want to go to the puppy? Let's go to the puppy. If this one is embarrassing for you. So this is the puppy now. He's a black dog. Oh, I'm scared. Allah Prophet says the black dog is the devil. They ask him, oh Prophet of Allah, why not yellow dog or white dog? He said the black dog is the devil. So white dog cannot be the devil. Blonde dog cannot be the devil. Black dog is the devil. Explain to us
Where
why.
did you read this from?
Huh?
Where did you read this from?
What do you mean? My cousin told me, I saw the video on YouTube.
That's not authentic then.
Okay, so how I know it's authentic? It says YouTube. The sign of YouTube is there, which means it's authentic. Isn't it YouTube? It's authentic?
Of course not.
Really? Why? As you see, your prophet himself, he came from a YouTube. You hole. Listen, this is a tube hole, and this is Muhammad, which means you. In Chinese, they say you, like you, you know, you, me, Bruce Lee. So you serpent, you crawl, you back, you into hole, you too. Your prophet go. This is certified. As you see, this is Sahih Muslim, and we go to the hadith about the dog. No problem. Here we go. This is Sahih. This is Sahih. Read it. Say Sahih. Do you see it? Sahih. You're a prophet. He says that the black how it is Sahih and Da'if, you idiot. So in your books it says Sahih, and it's you and you say to me it's Da'if. Any Muslim woman want to marry this Da'if man? He's a Da'if man. He's Da'if to answer, he's Da'if to refute, and he is even having pink. Look, even his icon is pink. That's weird. Answer. Go ahead.
Yeah, what was your question then?
Huh? He's asking me what is the question. What the heck? You don't know what the question until now? No way. And the other Muslim, he say we Christians are slow. Hey, Joe Biden, you want to present Islam? You quote Prophet Muhammad. No, actually, Joe Biden, he cannot do that. We have someone better. We have Kamala Harris. She can present and explain to us about what we don't know.
Doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Exactly. I mean, it's obvious. So what do you think about the time will come and Muhammad will become like a snake? Huh?
Yeah, you're cutting and there's no sound.
I'm cutting. You guys do hear me? Am I heard? No sound? Okay, hold on. Yes, now? You hear me now or you don't hear me in Discord?
Yes.
You hear me? All right.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have an explanation or we ask another Muslim to help you?
Yeah, I mean, you cut, so I didn't hear what you were saying.
I was speaking about how important the time is. What do you think about the word time today?
It's all relative.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's like a
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Is that from your anus or from your mouth?
It's from my mouth.
Prove it.
Dude, bro, I don't need to prove that stuff, you know.
Why
Yo,
you
Christian
are?
Prince, how are you doing?
I'm fine, but you scream like that. What's wrong with you?
Alhamdulillah. Bro,
Okay.
I'm just screaming because I'm in the mood.
You
I'm in the mood,
you
bro.
came in the perfect time. Can you give me definition of the word time?
Your mic cut off.
Yo, hello everyone. I'm
Can
Israeli
you
and I'm
go
Muslim.
ahead?
Alhamdulillah.
Yo,
All right.
VK, your profile picture is a hate beast. You're poor. What did you say, Christian Prince? Because your mic cut off.
I'm
Please go.
Israeli and I'm Muslim. All attention on me, bro. God treats me
Guys,
different. Alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim.
is my voice heard in Discord, or this guy is playing games?
I swear to God, Wallah Billah, your mic cut off when you asked the question. So go ahead and
Okay,
repeat.
I will repeat again. Kamala Harris was speaking about the passage of time. Listen carefully.
Think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in
The
terms of
mic
what
cuts
we
off
need
the
to
entire
do
time in the
to
stream. I
lay
can't
these
even
wires,
hear.
what we need to do.
So, can you give me definition of time?
Yes, time is irrelevant, just like today is not tomorrow has said, because time is not relevant and not mentioned in the Bible nor the Old Testament.
Is your God relevant?
It
Prevalent?
is.
What's that?
It is relevant
You said irrelevant.
because it's the truth. No, I said time is not relevant, bro.
Okay,
It's not
guys,
relevant
he said time is not relevant, but Allah is relevant. But
Relative.
your prophet said that Allah is the time. Is that true?
Yeah, Allah is the time. Allah
A
controls
second ago
everything.
you said
Allah
irrelevant.
all powerful.
A second
It's
ago you said
unrelevant for
time
me. It's
is
unrelevant for me.
irrelevant. Listen, you said a second ago that time is irrelevant. I said, is your
Yeah,
God
but
irrelevant?
we
You
are
said no.
speaking from human perspective. We cannot speak as
I don't
God.
think you know what relevant means, Christian Prince.
You said
I don't know
that
if you know what it means.
listen.
No, no.
I said to
No,
you, is time okay?
Time is relative.
You said
Okay.
define.
Time is okay. Is God is relevant?
No,
I said time is
relative.
not relevant for me because
Okay.
I
Is
just wanna.
Allah? But Allah is the time.
Yeah, but we are not Allah.
What?
Yeah, I'm not Allah.
But you said irrelevant
We
to
are
me.
human.
Time is not relevant to me.
Because we can only speak from our human perspective.
No, you can't. You have to speak about Allah from your human perspective, as He told you. According to your religion, Allah is the time.
Yeah, and who created the Big Bang? It was time, according to atheists. So, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar.
All right,
Allah knew
guys.
this. Allah is the creator of the Big
All right,
Bang.
all
Allah,
right,
Allahu Akbar.
all right, all right. So, according to the science, time created the Big Bang. Is that correct?
Yeah.
But before that time was nothing.
God.
Yes. Because without nothing, there is something. You know, there's always an equal and opposite. There is always an equal and opposite. There's always
Hold
an
on, hold
equal
on.
and opposite.
Potato. And where in the Quran say that Allah did the Big Bang?
I
Your
don't
mic
hear.
cut off.
Where in the Quran Allah He said He did the Big Bang?
Where in the Bible does it say it?
Don't
First of all,
don't play
Allah
games.
is the
You
first to
mentioned, you
perceive
said
everything.
Allah created the Big Bang. Show me where.
No, but it
I'll
says
show
Allah
you.
is the first who precedes everything.
Don't mix. I want the answer. Where Allah He said He did the Big Bang?
No,
Okay,
we are giving you an answer, but
No.
you don't
You
accept.
gave me an answer. You said He said Allah is the one who created the Big Bang. Allahu Akbar. Everybody heard Him. Give us the reference. Are you searching Google?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
talking to
searching
me?
ChatGPT.
No, not
I'm
to you.
searching ChatGPT.
So, give me the answer. Where Allah, He said He created the Big Bang.
But where did we say that?
He just said that. Are you deaf?
I'll say it. All right, so
We will find the Big Bang before you find your reference.
I'll find the reference. All right.
So you are saying things you don't even know where it is. You are making things up, potato.
Wow, this is crazy. That Allah knows everything.
Allah knows everything, but He don't know about the Big Bang.
Well, He doesn't have to mention everything. Allah
You
knows
just
everything,
say,
but
you
you don't
just
have to
said
mention.
Allah, He mentioned it. You mentioned Allah mentioned it. You
And
said
he
Allah
did. He
created.
supports the Big Bang. Allahu Akbar.
So where is the Big Bang in the Quran?
It doesn't contradict Islam. That's the beautiful thing about the
Listen,
religion.
no, it
doesn't
contradicts
contradict
because the Big Bang saying that.
it. Doesn't.
Hold on. Okay, according to the Big Bang, who was created first, the Earth or the space?
It was always space.
It was the space.
Yes.
Do you have a proof that the Big Bang says that?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
It was space, the universe. It was not just an Earth planet.
All right. So after how many billion years the Earth is created after the space?
It took more than 6 days, and your Bible contradicts that.
No problem. You can say whatever you want. Answer. How many billion
Your
years the
Bible is
Earth?
already done.
Look what you just said. Look what you just look what you just said. You just said my Bible says 6 days, and you are laughing at it. But this is in your Quran, you idiot. In the Quran, it says Allah created the earth and the heaven in 6 days, and you laugh a second ago. Isn't this in your Quran?
But you have to understand.
Shut up! Don't talk. Don't talk. I'm talking to him. Don't talk. I'm talking to him. Potato, answer. You just laugh at the Bible saying the earth and the heaven created in 6 days, and you make peep, peep, peep. I want you to make peep now. This is chapter 7. This is chapter 7, verse number 54. This is chapter 10, verse number 3. This is chapter 11, verse number 7. Chapter 25, verse 59. Chapter 32, verse number 4. Chapter 50, verse number 38. Chapter 57, verse number 4. Can I continue? All of them, they are saying Allah created everything between the earth and the heaven, everything, the earth and the heaven, and what between them in 6 days. Now make the sound again. Peep, peep. Go ahead.
Why should I make the sound again?
You just
a different context.
Guys, did he laugh at the Bible? Did he laugh at the Bible a second ago because the Bible says everything created in 6 days? You did.
Let me say
I'm 18, Joseph.
You're what?
I'm 18. All right.
You're what?
I'm 18 years old, bro. I just had to clarify.
And not only that, everybody heard you. Everybody heard you saying that the space is created before the heaven. But according to your stupid Quran, Allah, He created what? The earth first and everything in the top of the earth. And then He went to the sky and He created the stars. Here we go.
It says the heaven and earth were joined together.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's what it. Today is not tomorrow, is right?
This is your Quran. It is He who created for you that all on earth, and then He went to the sky and He made the seventh sky. So according to the Quran, the earth finished first, and then Allah.
But He's not talking about the universe. He's talking about.
Yes, He's talking about the seven heaven, all the heavens. The heavens is the universe.
Okay, but where's the heaven? According to Bible, the heaven
Don't
is right
change the
above the
topic.
earth.
Which one is created first according to the Quran? The earth or the heaven?
Yeah, because the earth is created before.
What? You said everybody heard you. The Big Bang said that the space is created first. Did you say that?
Yeah, so it contradicts the Bible in this case, but not the Quran, because
no, it doesn't contradict the Bible, because God, He said, "Let be light," and obviously the space already exists, for He put light in the space. God, He did not create. Okay, you know what? I want to go with you in front of everybody. What is the first thing Allah created in your religion?
The Big Bang.
May Allah bang you. So what the Quran saying?
The Quran is giving us a beautiful story about how Allah created
the Quran saying
the heaven and the
Allah
earth.
created for you the earth first, and then He worked in the heaven. He made them seven heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you are saying to me, the Big Bang, that means is against the Big Bang.
And that's not true.
That's not true, though.
What do you mean not true? According to the Big Bang, you said the space is created first. The sun is created billions of years before the earth, according to the Big Bang. Yes or no?
Bro, this also contradicts the Bible, bro.
Don't go there. Don't go. You see, we are not the one who believe the Big Bang. You hypocrite. You Muslims, you kiss the ass of those people. You kiss the ass of the atheist. We Christian, we say whatever God he said in the Bible, we accept. You Muslims are hypocrite, coward, son of Mutaz. You
follow only the Bible.
No, you don't follow God. You follow the Big Bang. Everybody heard you. You follow the Big Bang. You don't follow God.
The Big Bang follows Islam. The Big Bang follows Islam. That's the difference.
The Big Bang says the sun created millions and billions of years before the earth. The Quran says the opposite.
Yo, can someone in the chat donate Christian Prince a new microphone?
You are cutting.
Yeah, I'm cutting.
Exactly, bro. Start the GoFundMe. Start a GoFundMe.
Am I cutting, guys? You hear me in the Discord?
Swear to God, bro. See?
My voice is cutting? Okay.
Yes. Now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Now it's
but
fine.
like,
so now I want a clear answer. I want a clear answer from both of you. You can communicate together. What is the first thing Allah created?
The Big Bang.
Where it says that?
Let him give an answer as well.
Where it says that?
It doesn't have to say it. It just is the case.
Well, let us see. Let us get you busted, Abdul, and I will make you hit your head with the wall as usual. Here we go. This is your stupid prophet Muhammad saying that Allah, the first thing he created as the following, in the order of the following. Read with me.
Yes.
Read. Go ahead.
The messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took hold of my hand and said, Allah, the exalted and glorious, created the earth on Saturday, the mountains on Sunday, the trees on Monday, the things entailing labor on Tuesday, light on Wednesday. He spread out animals of all kinds on Thursday and created Adam in the afternoon and on Friday.
Is that true or false?
Is this in the Quran?
The stupid idiot. I mean, do you see the donkey? Does it look like Quran? You donkey.
It's Sunnah. It's Sunnah.com. So it doesn't look.
Guys, the messenger of Allah took my hand and he's saying to me, "Is that Quran?" Apologize for being so nervous, so donkey, to the point you cannot recognize no more. You see what happened to Muslim when they talk to Christian Prince? They don't even recognize what is Quran, what is not. This Quran now.
You don't let other people talk.
So now listen. So now listen. What Allah created first?
Let's see how.
You said the space. Everybody heard you guys. When I said the Big Bang, I said which one? He said the space.
But this doesn't say. Let's see. So it doesn't mean it created the earth on Saturday. It doesn't mean before. That's not the first thing.
No, it says he created the earth on Saturday.
Yeah, but what is that?
So what is the first thing is created?
The first thing he created in this verse or hadith, you can see it's the earth. And that makes sense when you're talking about creating the earth.
A second ago does not make sense because you said the Big Bang says the space created first. That's what you said.
No, but even so, Earth is part of space.
No, you cannot say that because the Quran make the clear details about when the space is created.
And let Ahmed speak.
And your God,
you.
Why you want Ahmed to speak? You are a potato now?
No, I just want him to speak.
No, it's your embarrassment. Ahmed, he did not make poo-poo. You have to clean your own poo-poo.
Yeah, but you don't let other people talk.
Let the guy talk.
Exactly.
Clean your own poo-poo. You said the Big Bang is the truth.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Big Bang says that the sky, especially the sun, created billions of years before the earth. According to your prophet, the earth created in Saturday and the light created on Wednesday.
You know what my response to this is? Allah is not like a magician. He doesn't have a magic wand. So I think like he has to create the Big Bang.
Just eat your shit and go. Don't come here again. Next time you bring your parents with you, potato. Bring your parents, you coward potato. Allah is not like. Your God, you don't know what he's talking about. And by the way, the Quran says 6 days. Somebody can, hey, today, not tomorrow. Can you count for me how many days in the hadith? Go ahead. Go ahead. The Quran says 6 days. How many days? Count for me. Starting from Saturday. Go ahead.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7.
7. This is how stupid your prophet. So in the Quran he says 6 days, 6 days, 6 days, and when he go to details he make them 7 days.
Yeah, but look, on Thursday it doesn't say he created. He only spread out.
No, he was working. It's counting the time he is working. This is the creation. He spread out all animals, which means he create. I can show you the hadith. He created all animals in Thursday. I can show it to you from the Quran. Don't go there. Don't play with Christian Prince.
Can you prove it?
Sure, sure. Here we go. You see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Which one here in the Quran Allah created first?
Sorry, I don't hear you cutting. Say again?
Okay, let me show you this one. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Those Muslims, they have no idea what they are talking about. I feel sorry really for them. So hold on. All right. Where is the verse? Maybe it's better to go. Man, hold on. All right. Read this one with me. Let us start with this one. Do you see the screen?
Yes.
All right. What Allah created the earth in 2 days. Do we agree?
Sorry?
Allah created the earth in 2 days in this verse, correct?
Earth, yeah.
And then he created everything on earth, including animals, trees, all things in 4 days. Do we agree?
Okay.
So this is an agreement with the hadith. Now we continue. And then he went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke, which means there was nothing.
Okay.
And then he made them 7 skies. Do we agree?
7 heavens in 2 days.
What the total? 2 days for the earth. Correct? And you agreed. 4 days to create everything in the top of the earth. Correct?
Okay.
Correct. So now we have 6 days, correct? Total.
Okay.
All right. Now 2 days to create the heaven. That is 8 days.
Okay.
What okay? The other verses saying 6 days. The hadith says 7 days. This Quran here saying 8 days.
Yeah. That's because
what?
in the past.
Yeah.
That's because in the past.
No
the
way.
days were numbered.
In the past, when Allah He said 6 days was different time. Allah said in the Quran 6 days. Guys, at that time, the days were different timing. You know, it's
it says that Abraham and all were hundreds and thousands of years.
Listen. No, this is not about the age of Abraham. We are talking about how many years they live. Still, days is days.
No, it's the same thing.
Listen, no. When your God, He says 6 days is 6 days at that time. When here He speak about 8 days, it is 8 days at that time. And Abraham, when he lived long, it's not different days. It's the same. He lived long. God made him live long. So this is not different day. This is not different day. It's the same day. 24 hours days. They live long. So this is not different time. Listen.
Does it say?
Here it says 8 days total. The Quran in other verses says Allah created the earth and the heaven and whatever between them in 6 days. All of
where
this.
Does it say? Where does it say? Where does it say that in that time 8 days were of 1 day were 24 hours? That's what we do right now.
Your prophet, really doesn't see that Allah created Adam Friday afternoon? What afternoon mean?
Yeah, but hours might be different. Might be 18 hours in 1 day.
Okay, get out of here. The second a Muslim he will start fooling, lying around. Don't waste my time. It's obvious. You're dumb, stupid, and you are a liar. There's no way you can talk to a liar. Suddenly now, Saturday is not a day. Sunday is not a Sunday. Friday afternoon is not. It says afternoon. Afternoon. Stupid. And let us say for the sake of argument the day was longer. So what? The same still. Because 6 days in the Quran is 6 days. So if the day was a trillion year, and then the same Quran says 8 days, and then the same Hadith says 7 days. Remember, we're talking about the same time. So if the day at that time was a billion year, it still is going to be 7 days and 8 days and 6 days. Do you see the stupidity? They have no brain. It's impossible to find a smart Muslim. This is why their brain is so expensive. Never been used. You buy a brain of a Jew, it's so cheap. Why is overused? You buy a brain of a Christian, it's so cheap. You buy a brain of a Muslim, they put it in auction. It's like diamond because never been used. What Allah created the earth and in fact, I can show you hadith saying it clearly that the day was the same. In fact, this is in front of you. It's about the day and the night. And when your prophet mentions Saturday, it is Saturday. Saturday. Sunday. And this is what happened when the person is a liar. He cannot repeat the lie twice correctly. He have to add or to delete. Do you see the stupidity of this garbage cult? And the guy came, he's exhausted, you know, like the Big Bang. We know the Big Bang. May Allah bang you. And the other guy, Christian Prince, can you say something is smart? And then, yes, I have something smart. The black dog is the devil. That doesn't make sense, he said. Hey, black dog, how you doing? Oh, yeah. So you are, the Muslims are after you. Do you want anything? Like, let me hide you. I'm serious. If you think they are so, I'm telling you, they are so stupid. They will kill you, man. I'm telling you, what's wrong with you? This is not a joke. Those Abdul are mentally ill. They think you are the devil. Yes, I'm telling you. Don't move your ears. I'm serious. Those stupid people, they think you are the devil just because you're black. What? Don't move your face. Listen, don't look, don't think. Listen, what are you doing? He's looking for. You don't understand. I thought you are the devil. You should know. I mean, this devil is not smart, man. Look, he's moving his tail. The second I said food, like, and he said, Satan, he will not use a white dog to trick you. He will use a black dog. And this is the guy who he claimed to be the smartest between Muslims. How you can deal with that? And the stupid Joe Biden, he is bringing hundreds of thousands of them from Afghanistan. The black dog is the devil. If you are here first time, I feel sorry for you. You will become addicted. Your wife, she will divorce you. You sit too many hours listening to Christian Prince. She will hate you. She will say to you, you are married to who? So you better leave immediately. Do we have any Mohammedan? Potatoes. A bunch of potatoes. All right.
Hello, Christian Prince.
Hello.
I am a Christian. I can try and help you fix the microphone problem. You've been cutting out.
No, yeah,
It's not a lot,
I like it to cut out. You don't understand. Because I do fart when a Muslim talk, say Allah. So I need this cutting. It's not technical problem, it's farting problem.
Okay.
All right, don't worry about it. I think this is Discord, is not from my side. Because people in YouTube, they hear me very well, and Rumble too. All right?
Yeah, it's a Discord problem. It's not your problem.
Yeah, it's Allah problem.
Yeah, it's Allah problem.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for offering.
No problem.
CP, you are a beautiful creation of God. My friend, if you see what you are talking about, you will not say that. You have no idea, a beautiful creation of God. Oh boy. Anyway, I don't go in the elevator because there's mirror. I take the stairs. What are you talking about? Don't remind me. Hey dog, you are the devil. Here, stupid people. This is a religion? This is a religion. Are you serious? And those people want to go to heaven, and the black dog is the devil. Christian Prince, can you tell me something smart? Abdul, he said, it is not too late to come to Islam. Are you talking about the word come with CU? If I come to Islam, and my penis, as your prophet promised, will be endless, how even I can come? How much come I will come? Do you want to come to the stage again? How many times we use the word come? It's not too late to come to Islam. Allah will give you endless. Your wife is next to you and your penis in the galaxy. Hey, penis, how are you doing? Penis, you hear me? Me. Where is your end? Oops, Elon Musk. Hello, Elon? What? You will sue me for what? I destroy your satellite and the spaceship. How? My what? How you know it's my penis? All Muslims have a long penis. Listen carefully. Do you have the number of the penis? You have the number of the sachet? Seriously. Give me the number. Okay. 0, 2 zeros, 5 zeros, 7 zeros. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Is this written in my penis? Okay, let me give you the bad news then. I did not write this tattoo. My penis have 0 tattoos. I did not put the name of Muhammad. Somebody put it there. I don't know who. Obviously, somebody played with the direction. It might be the Russian or the Ukrainian. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Kamala Harris, the passage of time. Okay, do you have the time stamp for the accident? It's not an accident. Are you claiming I did it on purpose? How I can aim with my penis all the way there? I can. Huh? Do you have a proof? I did shoot what? Semen? I did not even hit it by the penis? Oh, really? So one of the semen hit your satellite, and what happened? Burn it. It was so hot. Your satellite was so hot. Oh, my semen. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But my friend, I mean, this is just a normal ejaculation for a normal Muslim who have an indus penis. What's wrong with you? You have to take that into account. It's not in purpose. It was just a normal ejaculation. Even their God would ejaculate. Can you believe it? This guy, his name is Mufti Laith. He opened an umbrella because Allah, he ejaculate. Allah still love me no matter what. According to your stupid Quran, you will not find one believer love those who oppose Allah, even if they are your mother and your father. And you say to me, Allah love you? Potato. You want to play like a Christian now, like you are love? And Abdul. Do we have any Muhammadan? I take everything out of context? Really? Okay, you know what? I will invite you. And you tell me what your prophet meant by endless penis. Go ahead. Go ahead. What your prophet meant by saying endless penis.
It's not literally, of course.
Okay, give us, it's a metaphorical penis. Explain.
I don't know the exact definition, but it's easy to find for sure.
You said, everybody heard you, that this is metaphorical. So you have to give us the metaphorical of it. Endless penis. Go ahead.
You know that it's not literally.
As long as it's not literally, give us the meaning. Endless penis. And the women.
I don't know.
And the women.
Hold
Hold on. Not only this, your prophet says, and the women vagina will be able to accommodate that, which means her vagina is endless too. So go ahead. It metaphorically, we are listening.
Look, you have studied the Quran for how many years? So, of course,
they did not teach me. You know, when I was studying Islamic law, it made me to be qualified to be a judge in the stupid law of Islam. But they will not teach me this stuff. They will not show me how stupid it is. This is what I learned by myself. So you are the Muslim, and you who said to me it's metaphorical. How you come to the conclusion it's metaphorical if you don't even know what I'm talking about?
I use common sense.
It is common sense to have endless penis metaphorically. Go ahead.
There should be a moral. I believe there is a moral even
What
to
is
that
the
story.
moral? What is the moral behind endless penis?
I would have to read it and do my research.
You don't read the penis, you catch it.
We don't do that in Islam.
You cannot catch it because it's endless.
Sorry?
You cannot catch it because it is endless. Can you catch an endless penis? How you can even walk with it? Mr. Makes sense.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Well, the name for me, your prophet, did your prophet ever say something makes sense?
Of course.
Okay, give me one. Go ahead.
Well, he brought the Quran over 23 years.
That's a lot of sense. I just showed you the Quran. One verse says 6 days, one verse says 7 days, one verse says 8 days, and that makes sense. One verse says Allah created the earth before the heaven, one verse says the heaven before the earth, one verse says the mountain before the stars, one verse says the star before the mountain, one verse says Allah created from the sperm.
I mean, he was a living example how humans should live.
Okay, let us talk about that. Are you sure?
His manners were in the Quran.
Okay, what about when your prophet, he went to his own son's wife and the husband was not there and he told her, praise to Allah who made my heart have lust for you.
I don't hear the last part.
Has lost for you. Lost.
Yeah, every human has lost. I mean, Muhammad
A
is not
second
an.
ago you said this is the best morality. This is his son.
Yeah, but there is a difference in
And the women
having.
she is married. The women she is married. He go
There
to
is
the
a
son
difference.
house. Listen, is that the best of morality? I am not a prophet. I never did that. I will never do that. You're a prophet.
I don't.
He went to the son house. They allow him to get in because he supposedly is the father. And what the father do? He go to the wife and he said to her, man, look at you. Oh boy, a lot of beef. She was beefy, by the way. The hadith says that she was big and fat and beautiful. Is that true?
I would have to read that. I'm not going to confirm.
All right. Do you want to show you?
Sure.
Show you her naked or with the clothes?
I will not respond if you're trying to be funny.
It's you Muslims saying it's Muslims are describing it, not me. What are you talking about? What's wrong with people? You know? Here we go. This is your tafsir. This is Al-Qurtubi. All right. Okay. Let me wait for your screen. Hey, dog, can I please? I will. No, please, dog. Come on. I mean, guys, he tricked me. That black dog. I cannot even move him. Dog, please. I need to stay. I need to show him the reference. No. The black devil came in. Okay, listen. That we will do devilish stuff together later. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, come on. Yeah, let me show him. Oh, come on. Don't look at me like this. You make me feel guilty. Okay, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm going to call the Sharia police. You run away. This is the only way to deal with those black devils. You know? Here we go. This is Al-Qurtubi. It says here, when the Prophet, he married Zainab, the daughter of the donkey, from Zayd. And she lived with him. And then one day, the Prophet, he came to Zayd. And he found Zainab standing. She was white, so big and fat and beautiful. Perfect woman of Quraysh. So he have lust for her. And he said, praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart a flip for you. Let us translate this part together first. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Translate. Go ahead, read.
The Prophet, may God's prayers and peace be upon him, married Zainab bint Just to Said, and she stayed with him for a while. Then one day, peace be upon him, he came to Zaid asking for him. He saw Zainab standing. She was white, beautiful, and powerful, and one of the most perfect women of Quraysh. He kissed her and said, glory be to God, the converter of hearts.
My heart is converting immediately. You just said to me in the chat before you joined the stage, never too late to convert to Islam. Here we go. We convert to Islam. Your Prophet go to your house. He if your wife. What you say. And here, by the way, translation is false. It says she was white, beautiful, and so fat. And the most perfect woman of Quraysh. Because at that time, maybe people do not know, like the culture at that time, if the woman, she is so fat, she is so beautiful. Not like now, skinny, they look like bones. So like even in Arabic, you know, we have a song about a woman the camel could not carry her. So when I was a kid, I didn't know what doesn't make sense. She is so beautiful, the camel could not carry her. Then it turned that this is the old days. The beautiful women is the one who they are extremely fat. The more fat they are, the more they are wanted. So now, your Prophet, he went to his son, Zayd. He's not there. He found the wife. I can show you even other hadith. She was mutafaddila, which means wearing see-through clothes. She was white, beautiful, and so fat, which make her the most perfect woman of Quraysh. So he said to her, my heart is a flipping for you. Is that the best of moral?
But where do you see him committing sin?
It's not sin to go to a married woman in her house.
Give her a compliment.
This is a compliment? Can I say that to your wife? Call her. Put her in the mic.
It depends on the intent.
The intent, yeah, he saw her. She is almost naked. And he said, my heart.
You are now assuming she's almost naked.
No, I can show you.
Anyway, what I read here is just a compliment.
Do you want me to show you? I can show you. You are talking to Christian Prince.
I know for sure that it doesn't say
don't tell me. Here we go. I can show you. Here we go. Let us zoom out. You are talking to Christian Prince, my friend. I have all the laundry of your prophet. Not only that, actually, Allah, He sent wind. He left the curtain and she was naked in her house, or almost naked. So he saw Zainab and he have lust for her. Let us translate together. And even Zainab, she fell on him. She wanna F him badly. Read with me. So translate. Can you read?
Yes.
Okay, read for us.
God sent a wind and it lifted the curtain. While Zainab was resting in a house, he saw Zainab and it fell upon him. And it occurred to Zainab's soul that it fell upon the soul of the Prophet. May God bless him and grant him peace.
The translation is not accurate here. It says, fail is not exact.
Where does it say she's
so
naked?
Here Zainab, she was mutafaddila. She was wearing no clothes in her house.
It doesn't say.
It says that in Arabic.
Yeah, but could translate the word then. Let's see.
Okay, no problem. But this is Google. Here we go. متفضلة. It here is given wrong translation.
So you are trying to misconstrue what is written there.
Okay. Get out of here. Just get out. I want you to take the video to someone who speaks Arabic. Let him call me and expose me. Tayyar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you speak Arabic?
No, I'm from Gambia.
Are you a Muslim?
I watched the Shia versus Sunni yesterday, and now I'm on the edge. I don't know what to do.
So you watched the debate yesterday, and what you decide not to be any?
The time travel stuff, it cringed me out, and now I'm like, what the fuck? And also,
let us not use bad language, please. So okay, let us not use bad language. So you were a Muslim yesterday. You watched the debate between the Shia and the Sunni, and you don't like the stupidity, like they mentioned, time traveling, etc. And you decide to leave Islam.
Yeah. Like, if you convince me, like Jesus is like who he says he is, like I would consider him.
I don't understand.
Because even when I was younger, I had Christian relatives, and I always wanted like the stories about Jesus. But as I grew older, like because my family is Muslim, I tried to be Muslim, or I was Muslim, but it just cringed. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say.
So what do you think you are now? I'm trying to understand what you are saying. So did you decide to leave Islam? You want to be Christian?
I am open to it.
You are what?
I am open to being Christian.
Okay, what does that mean? Like, you know, why you don't read the Bible then, and you study it and see what you would decide to do?
Yeah, I will try to read it, but at the same time, I'm on the edge because, like, I've also heard like people say Mohammed doesn't like black people, and I'm like, is that true? Because
are you black?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Muhammad, he claimed that the black dog is the devil, Shaitan is black, the one who will destroy the Kaaba is black. He made fun of the look of the black. Even he said that when Allah created Adam, He hit Adam in the right shoulder, and white offspring came from there. And he hit the left shoulder, and black offspring came from there. And then he said to the black ones, or the white ones, sorry, you go to heaven and I don't care. And then he said to the one from the left shoulder, the black ones, you go to hell and I don't care.
Can you show me this like in the hadiths, or which hadith is it on?
Yeah, sure. All right, here we go. And this is an authentic hadith. Muhammadan cannot say is not true. Do you see it?
Bruh. Yeah, I see it.
All right. So he said to the one from the left shoulder, which means the black, you go to hell and I don't care. And those who they are the white offspring from the right shoulder. The word right shoulder present the good people. In religion, meaning the right mean the right one. The left mean the wrong one, the bad one, the evil one. And look like based on Muhammad understanding, Adam never had testicles or even penis. He used to have orgasm from his shoulder, which is true. It happened before. This is evolution. By the time he got testicles. So he struck his right shoulder, and from that, offspring, white like small ants came. He struck the left shoulder, and from that, black like charcoal came out. And then he said to the party from the right, which means the white, you go to paradise and I don't care. And he said to the party from the left, which means the black, you go to hell and I don't care.
But this makes no sense. Does he believe that this actually happened, or is it like people back then?
My friend, if this is what Muhammad said, and do you think really this is what happened? I mean, this guy is an idiot. What shoulder, what white, what black, what this guy is talking. This is a fifth his comeback. Black or white or Asian, all of us, we are children of God. God created us. We have a blood, we have eyes, we look the same. Color doesn't make any difference. All of us, we cry, we get happy, we get emotional, we feel, we love, we hate. It's the same. Your look doesn't make any difference. And he is a very filthy man. That's why he make a difference between a black dog and white dog or yellow dog. But we know that all of them are dogs. The color doesn't make a difference. So this fifth has come back. He is very racist. He's a white supremacist. And this is why he promised the Arab that in the day of judgment, after the day of judgment, they will have everything white. In heaven is heaven of white. Women, they are so white to the point you see the marrow of their bones.
Well, why do you think he thought like this, like being racist?
He's racist. There's no need, I mean, this racist. What do you think? You tell me, what do you think? Why somebody will talk like this? He's filthy racist. Why somebody will say that black people will go to hell just because they are black? Unless he is racist.
Yeah.
And this is sahih, by the way. This is sahih. This is sahih. They cannot say this is fake. Even I can show it to you in Arabic. It says in their website, sahih, authentic. In fact, they used to have it in the website. It's called Al-Alam or Al-Ilm. They took it off. They took the hadith off. If you go in the previous videos I have, you will see there it says authentic. They took the whole link off. Momo was not white. No, Momo was white. All the Arab are white. Arab people, I'm an Arab, my friend. Don't tell me what he was. Arab people are white. Don't make poo-poo.
Yeah, like I know, like Arab people are like white and stuff like that. But the fact that he was like racist like this, because I heard like it was like I think David Wood or something. He said that Mohammed said that black people are like racist.
Anyway, my friend, I just showed you. I'm not going to discuss that so much. It's up to you. You decide what you want. You said you are thinking about Christianity. Good for you. Let me know if you need
Yeah,
any
I'm
help.
thinking.
All right, and please fix your microphone because hardly I can understand anything.
Oh yeah, I will fix my microphone.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you very much, and I'm happy you decide to leave Islam.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you very much.
take care.
Thank you.
Do we have any Mohammedan? Any Mohammedan would like to join us? Please fix the mic. This is Discord, guys. It's not my fault. Discord is a bad program. Do you want me to switch to Skype and stop coming in Discord? It's up to you. What I can do. This is a stupid program. It's not from my side. Everybody heard me very well in YouTube and Rumble. Only you in Discord, you have a problem. All right? And we did everything in the server. I mean, it's server. What I can do. My computer is not that old. It's just 20 years old.
Hello.
Yes.
It's a problem from there are like multiple solutions for this problem.
I think there's no solution. I did read all of them and nothing worked.
I think it's a problem from the crisp noise suppression. It's
I don't have that on. It's off.
Did you change input sensitivity?
Yes, I changed.
Like it's not automatic, right?
Yeah.
Echo cancellation. Did you turn that off?
Noise cancellation. Yes, it's off.
Echo cancellation.
Well, if we turn it off, it make the sound have echo. We tried it before.
Oh.
Yeah. There is hardware acceleration. This one should be off or on according to you?
I have it on. It doesn't really.
All right. What about Open 264? But this is for video. I'm not using video.
Yeah.
Automatic gain control. Should I make it off?
Mine is off.
All right. I will make it off. Stream attenuation. What is that? Attenuation.
Attenuation.
Yeah.
Global attenuation. It's like when you're using a program, you're gonna
we will make it off.
Really
we will
important.
Make it off. Echo. What about voice diagnostic?
I think it's a diagnosis of some stuff.
Shall I make it off?
My echo cancellation is off. Noise suppression it's none. I have input sensitivity. Mine is off and it's like really down. And maybe you can try push to talk. But I don't really know.
Yeah, well, I did everything here. I don't see anything else I can do. Yeah.
A video showed me like here it should be like this. So I can.
I have voice activities. Should I make it push to talk?
No, not really.
Oh.
You have input sensitivity turned off. Input sensitivity.
I don't see such a thing in my side. I don't see input sensitivity.
I can type it in the.
No, it's not here. I don't see it. Input sensitivity. It doesn't show.
This is I type it in your private.
All right. Anyway, we don't want to waste our time. People are waiting for us talking about this.
Yes,
we can do. Thank you very much. All right. Sorry, guys. We're trying to fix this thing. All right. You want me to make echo? Oh, you know before you go to chat rooms programs, every chat room, Muslims chat room, religious room, have echo. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Mean. What the heck? You feel like you are going inside the bathroom. How are you doing, brothers and sisters? Do you hear me? Hear me. And you stupid Abdul. Can debate me. Anyway, Allah Prophet, he repeat things three times. He is mentally echo. Self-worshippers.
Hello?
Hello.
I was just gonna say, try to change your push to talk key. Maybe that could help.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, maybe try that.
Okay, so we do it to voice, but then how people how it work? How the people will talk? If we
just go on voice and video input mode, push to talk, and change your shortcut to another key. Maybe your key is like broken or something.
No, I don't want to use key to talk. You know.
Oh, you're not using push to talk?
No, I don't want to use it for me myself. I mean, people they use it, no problem, but not for me.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, that's it. See you.
All right. I will try to do. You know, I will see later what I can do. I will cancel with Allah. All right. Is my voice coming good, guys? Is the sound still good? Look like they don't hear me no more. Am I heard? Discord. What I did? My microphone is off. Uh-oh. What happened? I did something. Why my microphone is off? Those people in Discord, they don't hear me. I cannot believe it. Am I heard? Let me leave the stage. Yeah, they cannot hear me no more. I don't know what I did. What happened? All right. Let us see what I did. All right, let's see. Maybe this one. Am I heard now?
Yes.
Well, I turn off this sensitivity,
Okay.
and it make my voice go. All right.
Okay. But you are back now. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. All right, guys. I'm not going to keep you long. I think we have enough. But don't forget, please, to download the videos, cut them pieces, especially when those two Muslims, they call me and they are so excited. And the guy is slammed away, you know. Christian Prince, can you ever say something smart? Yeah, the black dog is the devil. Oh boy. If you are here first time, don't forget to subscribe. If you are second time, and subscribe. If you make a comment or you don't, I don't really care. But I say, if you care for your faith and you are a warrior for Christ, post verses from the Bible, refute the Abdul. Be part of the warrior movement. We are short of numbers. There's many people they claim to be Christians, but nobody stands for the fight. Enough is enough. It's time to show the devil who is he and put him in his hole. Do your part. I am doing mine. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And until I see you soon again, God is good. So is Jesus. Amen to that. See ya.